Testing 1, 2, 3.
It's not.
Testing 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now we got sound. Okay, I'll start again. Sorry, folks, missed the first 30 seconds of what I was just saying. Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and thank you for watching Cooper's Thai Adventure live stream. I know what you all thinking. Wait a minute, Cooper's doing a live stream on a Monday? No, he never makes live streams on a Monday. He only does it on a Wednesday and a Saturday. What the heck, Coop? What's going on? Well, last Saturday, I had a special guest on the live stream, and what I got was inundated with emails saying, Cooper, you touched about flights on Thailand, going to Thailand. Man, I've had some bad experiences. Please, will you make a video about it and go into a bit more detail about what happened to you? And I thought, you know what? Why don't we make it a live stream and have everybody join in and tell us about their experience as well? So I want to know about your best flight. I want to know about your worst flight coming here to Thailand. And that's what today's show's about. And as a bonus extra, what I want to do is I get a lot of requests in the emails. Hey, Cooper, can you find out if Thailand's got this medication? You know, I'm diabetic. I've got, different body issues. I got to take this one for Cialis. I got to take this one for nerve damage. I got to take this for joint aches and all this. And they've been inundating me with emails saying, can you please check the pharmacies out there, the drugstores, and let us know, is it viable? Can I get my medication out there? So what I'd like each and every one of you to do that are on medication, to let us know, send us an email with your medication that you take, and I'm going to go to the pharmacy direct, the drugstore, and I'm going to find out the top 10 medications that you all tell me about, and we're going to put it into a video, and we're going to show you exactly what you can get here and how cheap it is. It's going to blow your mind. I'm going to make this into a special. And I'm here by myself because Darlene's actually editing a 1-hour video that we made a couple of days ago with Sean. Hold on one second. And it took me over an hour to film it. Why did it take over an hour to film it? What is it? The world's biggest condominium complex? No, it is a housing. I'm going to give you a preview of what it is. It is a housing estate. And the developer said, Cooper, we're willing to work with your subscribers. If they want to buy the house here, they can buy it here and they can lease the land up to 90 years. We got a team of lawyers that's willing to make it happen. That was part A of it. And there was 3 different house types to look at. And all the houses there, absolutely fabulous and very, very reasonable price, with a little dipping pool in the back and a big, large communal pool for doing laps in. And the other thing is I get a lot of requests on the channel saying, hey, Cooper, can you do a hotel review? We want to know where's the best hotel to stay in. The condos are getting more strict for, the short stay people coming for 1 week or 1 weekend. And a lot of people in the condos are like, we don't want that because it ties up the elevators and all that. So what happened was at the front of this place, they have permission to list it as a hotel. It's not a hotel, okay, but they listed it as a hotel. So what happens is there's 8 rooms, all have community access to the pool, and they can rent them out daily and weekly. So great opportunity for investors that want to buy. And it's a duplex. All right. So you can do it under the 49% law here that foreigners can own. So super plus there and a great investment. I thought I got to put that in the video too. So Darlene has been editing it for 2 days now, and she's still not finished. It's a big video. And I don't know whether to put it on YouTube tomorrow as a 1-hour video, because it's a long video to watch, folks, or to put it as a 2-parter, 30 minutes each part. Let me know what you guys think in the comments on that, and let's get started on today's show. So tell me about your worst and your best experience on flying to Thailand, and we're going to read out your comments live on air. And if you're new to the show, folks, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button, wait 60 seconds, doesn't cost you a penny. You can put your comments in and they'll pop straight up. Moving on to the third point, I've made several live streams in the last couple of weeks. I've got comments. Hey, Cooper, my comment, you didn't read out my comment. You missed my comment. Or, are you censoring my comment or something like that? We don't censor comments on here, folks. So what happens is if you put a certain character in that YouTube don't like, they'll block it. We don't even see it pop up on our screen. So Dennis L was one. He's like, Cooper, is your wife censoring my comment? No, she's over there editing, folks, the other side of the screen. She's not censoring anything. So again, if you're putting in like the at symbol, like www George Michael at yahoo.com, whatever, they don't like it and they will censor it. So if your comment doesn't pop up, I don't read it out. Don't blame me. It's YouTube censoring. Just take that symbol out and put AT instead of at. So just a little bit of helpful advice there. We haven't been doing it. It's down to YouTube. And Dave C is the first comment on today, and he's also a subscriber to the channel, and he is a channel member. That's why he's got the little badge next to his name. He says, good day, Coops, from a bloody cold Killingworth regional Victoria, Australia. Okay, is it cold up there this time of year? I have absolutely no idea. And the next 20 comments were going down saying, I can't hear you. So we're going to just skip past all of them. And then 5 by 5, a lot of thumbs up. And Mike Baker, Alfa Romeo, yeah, gotcha. And Malcolm, yeah, we can hear you, gotcha. So let's keep on moving from there. No need to go over all those. Al10 says, hi, guys. Hi, Al10. Thank you for coming on and joining us on today's special. Julie Perkins, good evening, everyone. And we said good evening to you, Julie. And we said it at a different time. Our videos normally come out at 6 p.m. Thai time. Well, we decided to make this special live stream at 7 to give more people an opportunity to come on and join us. So we've done it in between our normal times of releasing videos and live streams. We thought 7 would be a good time. And I was about right. We got 50 people on at the start of the show. Fantastic. Andrew Shamoic says, hello, Cooper and Darlene. Hope you're having a great day. And we are, Andrew. How you doing out there? Rodney, good morning, Cooper and Darlene. Good morning, Rodney. Thank you for coming out here and joining us. Really appreciate it. Michael Susie, can hear you now. Okay, thank you, Michael. Alfa Romeo, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Tommy Lee says, good evening, Cooper, Darlene, and Brooke. Today must be a special day. Yes, it is. I just want to say thank you for your service. And thank you, Tommy. I really do appreciate that. And I am a proud member of the U.S. Army, having served in combat zone and in Iraq and Afghanistan. Jerry Hart says, hello, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke. Hope everyone is doing well. We are, Jerry. Thank you for coming on. Rodney, I see tech support was needed this morning, but you're doing fine now. Yeah, Darlene fixes the day. She's our local technician here on YouTube. Anything goes wrong, Darlene will come fix it. Joe Machado says, hey, Cooper, just booked my ticket for the 20th of June, and the family will see you there. God bless. Thank you for all the info. And Joe, be an absolute honor to have you out here. How long are you staying for, brother? You just coming out for a vacation, or you permanent stay? Let us know in the chat. Michael Susie says, good morning and hope everyone is doing well. We are, Michael. Thank you for coming on and joining us. Moving on along. Mike Baker says size of med is important and as well. You're absolutely right. I mean, because when you're taking medications, for example, I take metformin for diabetes. You can get it in different sizes. You can get it from 100 milligrams to 1,000 milligrams a tablet. So I will try and cover that range, and I'll ask them if they can tell me, what size milligram they have it and what's the maximum and the minimum size as well. I'm going to include that in the video. I think it'll be helpful for a lot of people. So thank you for that, Mike. Market Focus. Hey, Coop, you're solo dolo. Yes, I am. I'm solo dolo. Darlene is busy in the background, the other side of this laptop, editing tomorrow night's video. It's taken her 2 days so far. It's a 1 hour video, so it's taken quite a long time to edit. Ray Ross, on this Memorial Day, thank you for your service. From USA. See you again soon. And thank you for that, Ray. And yes, I was just about to mention that. Thank you for bringing it up. To all our fellow veterans out there, happy Memorial Day to you. And I salute each and every one of you, whether you were in a combat zone or not. Doesn't matter what time you served in. I salute all those that served in uniform. Joe says, "Hey Cooper." Oh, you already just got that. So he's typed it twice for some reason. Les Jennings says, "Good morning, family." Good morning, Les. Thank you for coming on and joining us, brother. Today's Cooper special. Rodney, hey Coop, the video should be shown in its entirety. Okay, thank you for the feedback, Rodney. I'd like to put it in its entirety. I just don't know if it's going to turn off a lot of folks because it's an hour-long video and people are like, I prefer the 10-minute YouTube videos or the 15-minute YouTube videos. I don't know how y'all going to react to it. I did do an hour-long video on the Copacabana condominium and a lot of the big tower ones. And actually, that was our largest view that we ever had on our channel. Over 70,000 people viewed that YouTube video. It's our largest one to date. JB says, "Good morning and thank you for your excellent work. I've had a great experience from Finnair and Qatar. I've never flown Finnair. Qatar was my worst nightmare. And I'm going to tell you what happened, JB, because you're the first one that brought it up. I bought Darlene a makeup case. Okay, now this was like a professional one. It was $1,000. Why did I buy it? It was our anniversary. Okay, so yeah, and it was Darlene's piping up in the background over there. It's like a suitcase as well. And it's got legs that come down. It had all the lights. It had built-in speakers, USB plugs, hairdryer plug. It was the be-all and end-all of makeup cases. I paid $1,000 for it. The reason why I bought it, it was our very first anniversary, and I wanted to spoil her a little bit. God bless her. She survived the first year with me. She deserves it. So I ended up buying this for Darlene, and we flew from Kuwait to Phuket in Thailand. And it was during the sandbox scheme when COVID was rife and Thailand was trying to be one of the first countries to open back up for tourism. And they had two islands. One was Phuket, the other one was Koh Samui. And they said to travelers, anybody that wants to come, you quarantine on you quarantine on the island for 2 weeks. And providing you survive 3 negative COVID tests, you can then travel anywhere in Thailand. We thought, okay, great. What is up with me today? Excuse me. I think the coffee went down the wrong tube. My apologies, folks. So anyways, we booked a business class ticket because I had bad nerve damage and rotator cuff. I had a bad accident in Kuwait. Most of you already know about it. And anyways, we get to the airport and they have those special places at the airport where you can get your bag wrapped in bubble wrap and all that and to protect it. Now we get there to the check-in for business class. And I said to them, look, I've just bought my wife this case. It's a mirror inside. We've already put loads of bubble wrap inside and we've just had it bubble wrapped here as well. Can you please put the fragile sticker on there, with the icon of the glass, looks like a sort of wine glass, champagne glass, whatever. I'm sure you guys have seen them when you've had fragile stuff in your suitcase. They put the special label on there. When you fly business class, folks, you get a little bit of extra treatment. Okay, you get more leg room. You can recline all the way back. But one thing that they do in regards to suitcases is they put them in a separate compartment and yours comes first off the conveyor belt when you get to the airport. And they do that because you're paying more for your ticket. So they try and give you a little bit extra bonus there. Anyways, when we got to Phuket and it came off the conveyor belt, I picked it up. And the moment I picked it up, I can hear broken glass inside. Oh, man, what a nightmare. So we immediately went to Qatar Airways. They have their own little office there in many airports around the world that they fly to. And we went there and said, hey, we just come off this flight. This is broken inside. I can hear the broken glass. We paid extra so it would be secured and, this wouldn't happen. It was an anniversary gift for my wife. We opened it up in front of them, took pictures. They took pictures and sent an email to corporate. Well, that was 4 years ago, folks, and we never, ever got an acknowledgement back. We sent them dozens of emails, never a reply back, never we're looking into it, we'll investigate it, nothing, not a single email. And God bless the woman in Phuket, the Thai woman that was in charge there with Qatar Airways. She was fantastic. She was a supervisor. And she was even trying with the complaint department, for damaged items. And she didn't even get a reply. She told us they're not even replying to me. I said, is there a number I can call? Come on, surely there's got to be a complaint line number that you can call, whether it's toll free or not. Give me the number. I don't care about the expense. I just want this dealt with. And she said, no, there is none. I called the main number. I asked to be put through. They said there is no connecting line to them. All you can do is email them. Never, ever did I get a reply in 4 years to this date. So to me, that is the worst case experience I've ever flown. And I'll never fly Qatar Airways again. That customer service, the fact that they didn't even reply to an email, to me, very, very bad. Very, very bad customer service. I did fly with Emirates one time, folks, from Afghanistan to Udon Thani, which is up north in Thailand. And they lost my suitcase, and they found me at the conveyor belt. I'm waiting for it to come off. It's not coming off. And they came up to me and said, Mr. Cooper, we're deeply sorry, but your suitcase is still in Dubai. For some reason, it wasn't transferred onto your flight to Thailand. We're terribly sorry about this. Can we get your address where you're staying? And we're going to have it delivered first class to you the very next day. So I was like, okay, fair enough. Here's where I'm staying. And I gave them my address, and they did. They turned up and delivered it right to my door. I didn't have to go to the airport. I didn't have to collect it. It was direct to my door. And not only did they do that, they also turned around and said to me, Mr. Cooper, in an email, the Skywards department, which is the Air Miles Club, they said, Mr. Cooper, we're terribly sorry for this. What we're going to do is we're going to give you a free business class ticket anywhere in the world you want to go. You say where you want to go, and it's on us for misplacing your suitcase. I was blown away. Superior customer service. And I stand by Emirates, and that's where we're getting our next flight when we go to Iceland to join the cruise to go around Iceland, Norway, and see the Northern Lights up there. In September, because I swear by them, I will never, ever fly with Qatar again, even though they're fantastic airline. The seats are comfortable. The food is good. The customer service blew it for me. Excuse me. So let me know your guys' experience. Have you ever had an airline you thought to yourself, I'm never going to fly with them again? Michael Susie says, TWA, by far worst flight for me. What happened to you, Michael, on TWA? Come on, share. You can't just burn it out. You got to actually share today. This is full audience participation. Malcolm Hawkins says, good day, Team Coops, Katea and Mal. Thank you, Mal and Katea, for coming on and joining us. Wow, I've got a real bad cough today. Brian Barber says, hello, Mr. Voice, Darlene, and Mr. Brooke. Seeing Darlene on the live streams. Cheers from Durban, South Africa. She will be back on. She'll be back on soon. Les Jennings, sorry. Thank you for your service, my brother. And thank you, Les. I believe you're also a veteran. So thank you, too, for your service. Sylv Khan says, thank you for all the valuable content. See you one day soon. Absolutely. No problem. Email us when you're out here. We'll make sure and let you know where our next meet and greet is, and you can come along with everybody else and spend some time with us. Really, really enjoyable. Andrew says, I never hear anything about your time in the Army. Where was basic at? I was basic at Jackson, AIT in Leonardwood. Thanks for your service, brother. Texas, like everybody else that was my age, we all went in Texas, and I went to AIT in Jackson. So I was 88 Mike truck driver, and that's where we went back in the day. I don't know if they still do it in Jackson or not, AIT for 88 Mikes. Let me know, Andrew. You probably know better than me. because everything sort of changed. I only served the 4 years in the Army, and then I got picked up by a defense company for the U.S. government, working as a defense contractor in the war zones. So I was basically chasing the dollar sign. He waved a big check in front of me and said, "We need somebody with your skills and your security clearance. Come work for us. This is what we'll pay you." And I was like, "Where do I sign?" So I did my 4 years and got out. And no, absolutely loved my time in my Army. And when I was a defense contractor, I was still with soldiers every day of the week. I just wasn't wearing the uniform. And it was fantastic, to still be playing a role, supporting the war fighter. I loved every minute of it. I wouldn't have changed it for anything. It doesn't matter that we got IAD attacked. It didn't matter that we got shot at. What matters to me was that I was there helping my fellow veterans and serving my country. And this proudest moment of my life, besides marrying Darlene. There you go. I'll put that out there. She's smiling. Joe Macchiato says, "Hey, Cooper, just 1 month coming out, but meeting with Mr. Singh to work on my visa. Soon as we sell the house, we're there for permanent." Great, Joe. Great. Would love to have you part of the community out here. And Singh's a fantastic guy. You really can't go wrong with him. Mike Long says, "Good morning from sunny Florida. My best flight will be my first in October to escape Bidenomics." I don't get into politics here. I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat. I just, at the end of the day, if there's somebody I like, I vote for them. If there's somebody I don't like, I just don't vote. And to me, I really don't care. I'm out of the States now, folks. I'm in Thailand. Politics really doesn't affect you over here. You're rarely going to watch the news, folks. You really are. When you come out here, you're just going to be enjoying the good life. You're not going to care about the news. You're not going to want to follow what's going on in your home country. It's not important. The only news you're going to care about here is what's happening in Thailand, and the rest of the world, you sort of just shut out. Rodney says, "Hey, Coop, I'm coming out in December for 6 weeks. I hope that will be a good time to come." December's cooler, Rodney, and you're going to love it, because in December, you're sort of looking at 75 to 85 degrees in that range, temperature range. Beautiful time to come. Clear skies. Hardly ever get rain in December here in Thailand. So yeah, it is a great time to come, because once Songkran hits, it's 100 degrees plus, so we welcome the cooler weather in November and December. You will love it. And it'd be great to meet you. You'll be here for 6 weeks, so we'll definitely make it happen. Alpha Romeo says, "Happy Memorial Day to all my American friends and family." Thank you, Romeo. Really appreciate it. Wendy, good morning, all. I know you're freaking out, Wendy. Cooper's on a live stream on a Monday. What the heck? Rodney, good morning to all the vets, Marine Corps. Yeah, go Marines. I love everybody that served in any branch of the service. I salute each and every one of you. Hard Tulip, $1,000 for a makeup case. What's the world coming to? It was an anniversary present. Darlene always wanted one. She was always into making those TikTok videos and stuff like that. And I went out and I bought her one. It was our first anniversary. We got married during COVID. We're sort of on a lockdown. We didn't get our honeymoon. And who the heck is calling me right now on a live stream? Sorry, folks. I got some number calling me. Hello. You're talking to Cooper on live stream.
Oh, I think you call us around the 25th of May. This is Visa Thailand.
Yes, we will be speaking to your office tomorrow, sir. I'm in the middle of live on YouTube. You're interrupting my program.
Oh, apologize for that.
Okay, thank you very much. Take care. Sorry for that, folks. So yeah, it was a very special case there, Hard Tulip. Wendy, we flew Eva. Great. This time will be Delta because they are more changeable friendly. We'll see how it goes. Yes, I remember you telling me about your experience there with Ava, Wendy, and hard to change your flights. So let me know how it goes with Delta. I'd really like to hear your feedback on that one. I have flown with Delta before I flew from California all the way to London with Delta. I enjoyed that flight, actually. Hard Tulip, bless you, Cooper, and thank you, Hard Tulip. Bless you too, brother. Tommy Lee says, my best was Cathay Pacific from New York to Hong Kong. My worst is American Airline flying from New York City to Los Angeles. And you know what, Tommy? My mom absolutely loves Cathay Pacific. I treated her for her first time on her, I think it was her 70th birthday. I brought her to Thailand and I flew her. She'd never flown business class. I wanted to treat her. She hit the big 70 and I did. I bought her a business class ticket, said, Mom, come on over to Thailand. Everything is on me. I love my mom to bits. You know, most of us boys do. And she flew Cathay Pacific. She said, well, my friends say Cathay Pacific is one of the best. And she will not fly anything else now. Now that she did that, she's had the taste of it. She keeps on asking me, when you fly me business class again, don't you miss your dear old mom? She likes to rub it, you know, and pick at the old harp strings there, you know, with the old violin. I will be getting her back out here again soon. I miss her. Hard Tulip says, Emirates are amazing. I love Emirates. Emirates is fantastic. The customer service is fantastic. The seats, the TVs are nice and big. It just ticks a lot of the bells, and I can understand why they're considered the world's first and only 6-star airline, because the treatment you get from them is second to none. Fantastic. If ever I had an issue, I had to change a flight, I had to extend it by a day or two, they did free of charge. They said, okay, yeah, no problem. You've been flying for us for a while. We can see you're up to silver membership on our Air Miles Club. Thank you. And you know what? We're going to change your flight for you. No problem. And no fee. Love it. Love it. Love it. Absolutely agree with you, Hard Tulip. Tony Montana says, hi, Cooper. Hope all is well. Yeah, all is good, Tony. And all is forgotten from Saturday. You're still A1 in our book. And you still look like you're part of the Pirates of the Caribbean. Come on, tell me you were behind the scenes in there with Johnny Depp from that picture there. Hard Tulip says, Cooper, I will avoid that airline. Your experience sounds awful. It was awful. You know, when you fly with the airline, Hard Tulip, you expect that they are going to take care of your luggage. You know, if your luggage gets lost, they compensate you, give you $250, whatever, put you in a hotel, give you for air miles, all that sort of stuff. They tend to do. But when you get, they're supposed to be the second best airline in the world. Qatar Airways is supposed to be voted second in the world just under Emirates. Well, I've been wanting to make this video for a long time about Qatar Airways, and hopefully it'll piss them off. And hope, you know, I hope to God they sue me, you know, because then at least I could say, well, where's your customer service rep? You know, when are you going to take responsibility for my suitcase? You know, bring it on, Qatar Airways. I don't mind. Come and sue me for putting you down. I'm going to tell this truth. This is what the channel is all about. I tell the good, the bad, the ugly. And if there's someone out there abusing people and don't care about their customers and they have zero customer service, I'm going to shout it from the rooftops, folks, so you all know. That's why I created this channel, so everybody knows what's going on.
We still have the picture of the bot and the receipt and the emails.
Oh, and we still have all the pictures of the damage that they caused. We have the receipt. We have a copy of all the emails we sent. And I could show 4 years of history where they absolutely just ignored us. So didn't even send an acknowledgement saying that we'll look into it. Very, very bad customer service. Alfa Romeo, as a 100K frequent flyer mile member, here's my experience. Yes, please. I'd love to hear your experience, Alpha. Tommy Lee, regards to the Darlene suitcase, did you try and claim through the insurance? No, we didn't take out travel insurance with that because everything was closed. It was COVID. You couldn't do nothing. We had to get a special flight, special permission to fly. Mine was a medical emergency. And there was no, when we got to the airport to fly with Qatar Airways, we went to AXA They're closed. We went to all these Prudent and all these different companies. All their desks were closed for COVID. There was no way to buy the insurance to protect the suitcase. And when I booked the ticket, I had to pay extra. So they would give it extra handling and put it in a separate area. Okay. And when I asked the woman in Phuket, the supervisor, she told me when you pay that extra, they actually put that item in where the captains and the crew's luggage. Okay. They have their own special place for luggage. And when you pay for the extra care, that's where they put it. That's what I learned.
And then they put fragile.
And they put fragile on there. We had it all bubble wrapped inside, outside, everything, and still broken into 1,000 pieces. I'm more than happy to show you all the pictures of it. Ray Ross, Boston to Istanbul, 9 hour. Istanbul to Bangkok, 9 hour last time out of Turkish Airlines. Not bad, except for the Turkish food. Yeah, and here you go. Darlene's just brought it up here on the camera. I'm we have there, you know, the membership number that we did with Qatar, that we, you know, Darlene's there, you know, that we paid the extra for the privilege and all that sort of stuff. And there's the case smashed into bits. You can still, yeah, it's all right. Everybody knows your name. And you can see there the fragile sticker on there with the wine glass on both sides. See the screen completely and utterly. Where am I pointing? Right there. Broken, smashed into 100 pieces. Absolutely ruined. Absolutely ruined. Couldn't use it any longer.
We gave it to the Amari Phuket.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, we told the hotel we were staying in, throw it in the trash. There's no way you can repair this. You can't repair that sort of damage. Dub Will says, vote with your wallet. It's all we got. Okay. Yeah. Get the heck out of Dodge is what I say. Chris Ty says, I would have found out from the Qatar company website who are all the operating officers and send them registered mail of the complaint. We send it to all different departments, guys. All different departments. I could show you the emails.
Customer service are from India.
Yeah, Darlene says she thinks the customer service are from India, but I don't know.
We call them a lot. They're Indian.
Yeah, oh yeah, we called them. We always got through to their
manager, Indian.
Yeah, manager in India. You know, every time we called up, it was a call center that they would divert you through to India, and they're like, nothing we can do, sir. Nothing. You know, and that was it. We never got anywhere. We sent the email. I sent it all the way up to the president of Qatar Airways. Never got a reply from that guy either. You know, I thought, why not? I'll set it all the way up to the top, and I did a rant of about 20 paragraphs on how disappointed I was that nobody had replied after a year, and you know, said that you need to really work on your customer service and give them a slap down, you know, and sent him several copies of, you know, emails that we'd sent, the pictures and the conversations we'd had with the staff at Phuket, in Phuket Airport. Not even he replied, you know. So the president didn't say, hey man, somebody take care of this joker, you know, get him off my emails, you know, sort them out. Nothing. Not even he replied. And I got that email too. We saved every single email. So even the email I sent to him, I still have a copy of to this day. Mike Baker, Air Canada gets a bad rap. Flown economy and premium economy with no issues. Okay, so Air Canada's got a bad rap, but you flew with them economy and premium economy, had no issues. That's great. When you have no issue, that's a good flight. David Cash says, Qatar Air was great for me. Any American Airlines have had terrible experiences. They are a good airline for flying. You're going to have a great experience with them. But you wait till something goes wrong and you got to make a complaint with them. It's non-existent. They don't reply to you. They won't even acknowledge that you exist. You're sending it to an email that nobody will ever reply to you. It's all about customer service, folks. Yeah, I've been on flights that people say, oh, don't fly with them. And I had a great experience. But then I didn't have something go bad like this, so I don't know that side of the coin. That's why I'm putting it out there, folks, why I will not fly with Qatar Airways. I'm not telling any of you, hey, don't fly with Qatar Airways. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying why I won't fly with them. And the reason I'm giving them the 2 thumbs down from Cooper's Thai Adventures. Absolutely terrible customer service. Michael Susie said, lost my luggage for 2 weeks, had to buy new clothes and toiletries. When you got it back, Michael, did they give you any type of compensation, the airlines, and who was it? Let us know in the comments, please. Jeffrey Robertson says, best place as a pharmacy is Fasino, a orange building on Soy Pattaya, Nua, near City Hall. Opposite side. One thing I found was anything on prescription back home generally costs more in Thailand. Well, I'm going to differ with you 1,000,000% there, Jeffrey. And the reason why is I've done a lot of research. I've done my due diligence. I've answered a lot of people's emails. There's some people on here today that actually asked me to check on it, and I took pictures and sent them receipts. It's 80% cheaper than America. Okay. I don't know, Jeffrey, where you're from or where you live. Maybe you're from England and you get all your medical medication for free, and hence why you say it's more expensive than Thailand. But no, that is completely and utterly untrue, and I'm going to make the video and I'm going to prove you wrong. Dave C says, for anyone not in Australia, try to avoid Qantas. They have become a terrible carrier. Customer service doesn't exist anymore. I've heard that too about them as well. I've never traveled with Qantas, though. Never had an opportunity. That's an Australian airline, I believe there, Dave. Chris Ty, Qatar seems to be a weird one. A very popular YouTuber who does airline reviews was banned from flying with them. I heard a similar story like that. Wonder if we're talking about the same guy. The situation put Qatar's internal policies in a very bad light. Yeah, I think I remember hearing something about that.
They bribe him.
They tried to bribe him or something, Darlene shouting over the screen. I think she remembers seeing the same video that you did, Chris. And she says she watched it too. So yeah, they didn't like getting called a bad name. And that's why, I'm doing this. And hopefully, they'll change their ways. And until then, I'm not going to fly with them, and I'm not going to recommend them on my channel. I would put my foot down. What they did was, despicable. They should at least send an acknowledgement saying we're looking into it. Market Focus says, Ava canceled my flight. Had preferred seat. They put me on a China Airlines flight, 5-hour delay, middle seat, and no food. Never got reimbursed for my seat. Wow, that's also bad. That's also bad right there. I think you can make a claim against that with Ava. I'm sure you can, especially if they flew from the U.S. U.S. has got different laws than a lot of countries, okay, folks? That if you're treated badly by an airlines or they cost you out of pocket, that the airlines is actually required to give you compensation. So you might want to check into that one. I flew from Kuwait and I don't have a leg to stand on. Kuwait just ignores everything. They don't give a damn about anybody except for other Kuwaitis. But no, I would look into that if you flew from either the US or England, because I know both countries there have strict rules in regards to operators mistreating their customers. So definitely look into that. Market Focus. Dave C at Chris Ty, why was he banned? He gave him a bad review. I think that's what happened. He's one of those guys. He's an honest person, and he tells it like it is, sort of like me. That's why I respect him. And he said, look, I had this bad experience. He told about it, and that was it. They said lifetime ban. You're not flying with us ever again because you gave us a bad review. Chris Dice, oh, there it goes. He says he was banned for the review he gave, I believe. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. He says, though Qatar said they banned him for privacy issues, which wasn't true. I agree. I do remember watching that. That was a while ago. But yeah, he was able to prove that, what they had said was completely and utterly untrue. Mal says, my worst flight would be Nauru Airlines. Never heard of that. but used to fly Qantas very regularly, but would lose my luggage on regular basis. Recently started using Thai Airways. They are great. Nobody likes it when your luggage is lost. It's a pain in the neck. You get to the hotel and it's like, damn, I want to take a shower and I got to put back up, on my old smelly clothes, or you get room service to wash your one set of clothes and you're sitting there in a robe and can't go out anywhere until they bring your clothes back clean. And sometimes that could take a couple of days, or you have to go automatically out to a mall or somewhere where you can buy some clothes, and it's a pain in the ass, it ruins the start of your vacation. Tommy Lee, yeah, the lounges in Cathay Pacific are awesome. That's what she said too. She said the lounge in LAX was really good. And then the lounge in Japan, when she changed flights, was absolutely excellent. My mom swore by it. Hard Tulip, Cooper, there's been a few aircraft turbulence stories over the last week. Yeah, I heard a couple of them. Singapore Airlines flight from London to Singapore had to be diverted to Bangkok. Pilot criticized for flying through storm cloud. I don't know exactly what happened in there. I think there was one person that died and several were injured. Was a British guy, 73 years old, that died, had a heart attack caused by the turbulence.
From 37,000 feet down to 6,000 feet, like 3 times of how.
I'm just getting feedback from Darlene. Sorry, folks. And she said it was from like 37,000 feet down to 6,000 feet. It was just a quick deceleration and drop. 3 times the height of Burj Khalifa. I should give you a microphone, honey, so you can come on and join us. But yeah, I did hear about that, and my heart goes out to the people. Don't know what caused him to fly through a cloud. We'll get the full story as it comes out in the news.
But where they put the injured people, the hospital where we get the COVID. The Japanese hospital.
Yeah, when we had to leave Thailand to for COVID test to fly to Philippines, we went to this Japanese hospital, and it was sort of 6-star hospital in the middle of Bangkok. Really, really nice. And apparently that's where the Thai authorities put all those that were injured in a 6-star hospital, gave them fantastic treatment. Hats off to Thailand. Well done for that. And Tommy Lee says credit card insurance. Didn't book it with a credit card. I booked it with my debit card. I should have booked it with a credit card. I would have been able to claim with the credit card company. Yeah, good point there, Tommy. I should have done that one. In hindsight, we'll look back and say, oh, damn, I wish I would have done this, don't we? Dave C says, Hard Tulip, pilots have said it's a very, very rare for extreme turbulence. I've heard that too. They try and avoid it if they can, but sometimes it just pops up. You can't predict where it's going to be. You can't even see turbulence. You're looking out of the airplane window, you can't see it. It's hot air rising, into cold air, and that's what causes turbulence. So that, I wouldn't be too quick to blame it on pilot error there. Hard Tulip, Emirates, good safety record, extra long leg room in economy compared to others. Amazing entertainment system, great food and drink in economy, comfortable seats. Their marketing say fly better. They do. I think they do it better than anybody else. And it is my personal favorite there, Hard Tulip. Agree with everything you just said there. And he says that Dave C, apparently the pilot flew into a storm cloud. He also says, I go grocery shopping with Asda in England. I like Asda and Sainsbury's, both good supermarkets there. Their call centers are in India and Philippines because labor is cheaper in those countries. And, that's something I disagree with, folks. I agree with what you're saying. It's cheaper, and that's hence why they do it. But I think if you're calling somebody, that they should at least have one of your fellow countrymen or countrywoman on the other line to answer your questions. Subbing it out to these other countries, to me, is wrong. It's wrong, because the first thing that pops in my head, is if I'm getting put through to India, is this a scammer? Because there's all loads of reports every day of the week somebody in India is scamming somebody for something, and it ticks off all the spidey senses in my brain, and I just hang up and I call back, and and hopefully I get an American person, because sometimes you'll get an American one, sometimes you'll get one from India, and I don't really trust it unless I'm speaking to another American. It just sends off too many spidey senses in my brain when you're calling somewhere and you're expecting to, speak to, ABC company in New York, and all of a sudden you're speaking to somebody in India. It sends off a lot of alarm bells in my heads. I don't know about you all. Daryl Savage says, I've been flying Qatar for 10 years. I've been complaining the last year how they've been on the decline, so I'm not surprised. I flew with them many times before, and I loved them, Daryl. But when that happened, that was the kill of it all for me. I had a great experience. I like Qatar Airport. I thought it was fantastic, sort of, 5-star, very nice, very attractive, very clean. I liked the lounges. I liked everything that they had to offer. But then when I had my first mishap for them, and I realized there's absolutely zero customer service, that they'll give you an email address, but nobody will ever reply to it, Terrible, 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 terrible. And how can they claim to be number 2 in the world? They can't. Not with that customer service record. I've heard so many horror stories since mine happened. Other people said, hey, yeah, Coop, I had this happen. I had that happen. There's nobody to complain to. They don't answer. So I know I'm not the only one. Dave C says, Hard Tulip, I'm no expert, but they often fly in storm clouds. If they can afford them, they do. All good, mate. Hard Tulip, Qantas started doing direct flights from London, England to Perth, Australia, 17 hours direct. Wow, that's a long flight there, Hard Tulip. 17 hours. The longest I've ever been on an airplane was 12 hours, and I thought that was too much. Michael Susie says, no complications, and had to pick it up at the airport. Okay, so you got your suitcases back. You had to go pick it up at the airport. And, no compensation. I think that's what you meant. Not good, not good if they don't compensate you for that. They should do. Jenny and Jennifer, thanking all vets for their service. Thank you very much. God bless you both. Welcome, hub brother, to my fellow Vietnam vets. And my hat goes out and salutes all those that served in Vietnam. I had 2 uncles that served in Vietnam. One came back, one didn't. Kurum says, Cooper, planning my trip for a retirement visa to Bangkok. Will you sing? If you hand your passport over, then basically you can't travel or change hotel for 3 to 4 weeks, right? I don't know. Ask Sing on that one. I know you're supposed to have a TM30. So I think you have to I don't know. I'd be guessing if I said anything. Ask Singh Kurum, and I'm sure that he can give you the direct answer on that. And if you can, then he'll tell you how to do it. Mike Long, hey Coop, ballpark coast for business class flight from US. Cost from business class flight from US. I flew my mom from LAX to Thailand. She changed planes and she flew with Cathay Pacific business class. I paid $6,000. I was working in Afghanistan at the time. I was making fantastic money, more than a doctor does in the US. That's about as much as I'll tell you. And I could afford it. At the time, I wanted to spoil my mom. She was 70 years old. She did a fantastic job of raising 10 kids, and I just wanted to treat her. So, I had the money at the time, and I did it. And if I would have gone back in time, I still would have done it. It was worth every penny just to see the smile of my mom's face when she came out the airport and greeted me. It was worth every penny. The tears were just flowing down my eyes, folks. I know us guys, we're not supposed to cry, but when you see your mom in tears, there ain't a guy that can hold them back. Not one guy out there. So, yeah, fantastic. And that's who she flew with, Qatar Airways. I think they're actually gone up. They're about $7,000 now. That was a few years ago when she flew. Alfa Romeo says, as a frequent flyer, here's a short list based on my experience. The good, ANA, Ava, Singapore, Swiss, Lufthansa, Air Canada, Austrian, SAS, Turkish, United, Air China, Emirates, Cathay Pacific. Okay, that's a heck of a good one. Who's the bad? Willie Gilligan says 1 dead, 8 hospitalized. Yeah, I knew there was 1 died, and I think he was a British citizen, Darlene just said. Hard Tulip, the Singapore Airlines flight went down 6,000 feet, according to UK media. According to Thai media, they're saying it dropped down 30,000 feet, from 36,000 to 6,000 in, like a minute or two. And that's what they're saying now.
37,000.
From 37,000 feet, Darlene saying. Hard Tulip, Singapore. Yeah, they were flying to Singapore, and they had to divert because of the turbulence and all that. They ended up flying into Bangkok. Market Focus says, I checked with Ava, and it's not in their policy to reimburse you for preferred seats if flight is canceled. I tried to fight it, but no luck. They also have 0 customer service. Yeah, I would agree with you on that one. I would have fought it too. But at least you got to speak to somebody. I didn't even get anything. I didn't get an email reply. So basically, what did I receive from Qatar Airways? This. No, we don't pay compensation for damaged baggage. We don't do this. No, don't answer them. No. And I'm sure, because I sent them, realistically, folks, I want to say more than 4 dozen emails. And I'm pretty sure they put that email blocker on there. Any more emails from this guy gets blocked, because they never, ever answer me. And I sent it all the way up to the highest I could. Market Focus, I will never fly with them again. I don't blame you. They didn't see, at the end of the day, guys and girls, the one thing these airlines don't realize is bad news travels a hell of a lot faster than good. When somebody has a bad experience, they tend to tell everybody, so when you have a good experience, you don't sort of tell too many people, maybe a couple people close to you. But when you have a bad experience, you tell everybody. And, when airlines are saying, oh, we have to raise fuel costs because we're only getting 30% occupancy on our flights. Well, guess what? If you straighten your ass out, you'd be full every damn flight, so hope you go out of business, is my mind. And Hard Tulip says, from now on, I'm never taking my seatbelt off during a flight. A TV news report said turbulence is more common now because of global warming. I don't know if it's because of global warming or not. I have no idea. I'm not a scientist in that respect. But turbulence has always been around, since man first started flying. We've experienced turbulence. The higher you go, the more you're going to experience it, It's just one of those things. Unfortunately, nobody can predict where it's at or can even see it. Dave C says, at Hard Tulip, that's the way to go, mate. If you're seated, just put your belt on. I always have. There you go. Hard Tulip says, Dave C, Newcastle here, mate. Okay, Newcastle football team. Newcastle United. I like them. Good team. And David C says, Hard Tulip, double thumbs up. They must be neighbors. Don't you just love it? Alfa Romeo says, the bad. Air India. Yeah, I flew with them once. Never again. That was a bad flight that I had with them. And Vistra, both from India. Yes, even the business class is dirty. Worn out seating, outlets didn't work. Just being honest, and I did sugarcoat this comment. Okay, so he did make it a lot lighter than what it actually was. And I flew with Air India one time from London going to Thailand. And you change places, flights in India. Man, the smell in that airport, it blew me away. I don't know you had to change flights with them in India, Romeo, But wow, the funk, you could just smell it throughout the whole airport. I was like, damn, don't these people ever hear of deodorant? I got Indian friends, and I know that they smell clean, but the people that were there at the airport that day, man, it smelled super, super, super bad. And the airport was filthy, absolutely filthy. I do remember that. I said to my buddy, we ain't flying with them again. Alfa Romeo says, hope the Tata Investment Group can turn this around for Air India. I think they need to do a lot there, buddy. Dave C says, as the saying goes, it takes years to build a good reputation and seconds to destroy it. And you're absolutely right, Dave. These companies out there, they don't realize it. 20 years ago, folks, okay, well, probably let's go back a little bit further. 30 years ago, we didn't have YouTube. It didn't exist. 30 years ago, we didn't have cell phones with cameras on it that we can video call each other. 30 years ago, if we wanted to talk to somebody, we had to get on a normal phone, and you couldn't see them. You could only hear them, and you were paying extortionate fees. Everybody knows that's ever called anybody long distance. They raked it in big time, these phone carriers. And now with technology the way it is, we got YouTube, and there's other sites out there like YouTube as well. Australia's got a fantastic one as well. And we, the general public, can go on there and shout to our heart's content. Everybody around the world can watch our video. It can get 10 million views, in a single day, and it can destroy companies. And they're not thinking about this. They're not. That YouTuber that they blocked, and said, you're never flying with us again, for giving an honest review, guys. This was an honest review. He didn't sugarcoat it. He wasn't lying. He was filming the whole time he was on the flight, and he was showing, his experience, sharing it with everybody out there. So to me, he did everything right, by sharing it with everybody. And it was there for everybody to see. It's not like he was sitting behind a camera saying, okay, this happened, and he can't prove it. Me, I just showed you the pictures of the suitcase, and you could see the fragile stickers on there. And if I would zoom in, you would see the flight number as well that we took, and it was with them. And anyways, did absolutely nothing, not a single reply. These companies are going to learn the hard ways, because people around the world, like me, YouTube vloggers, you got honest ones out there, that'll tell you exactly the way it is. And then you got people out there that just sugarcoat everything, and say, even if they had a bad experience, oh, this is fantastic, because they're hoping they get kickbacks, from the company, for saying it was fantastic. Those sort of YouTubers make me absolutely sick. They really do. They make me sick to my stomach. I'm like, guys, why don't you tell it like it is? Well, we lose most of our subscribers if we tell it like it is. Well, then you're not an honest channel. You might as well go into politics, to a job that'll actually suit you. Because, if you're just going to go on YouTube and lie to everybody, what's the point of anybody watching you? So me, I like to tell it like it is. If I see it's bad, I'm going to tell it's bad. If I see it's ugly, I'm going to tell it's ugly. If I think it's fantastic and I see something fantastic, I'm going to shout it from the Raptors. I'm going to be going 5 thumbs up, super wow. I love this place, or I love this airline, or I love this food, yeah, of course I'll say it. And if I get a bad experience, I put that on my channel too. I don't care. I've said all about my bad experience in the Philippines, what it was like. I told you all in a live stream. Me and Brooke Schneider did it a couple of weeks ago. Told you all the cons about the Philippines that no YouTuber will ever say. They won't say it. They're too afraid to say it. I'm ranting on a bit. Let's get on with the comments here, folks. Come on, Cooper, shut up. Get on with the show. Andrew says, it's the perfect time to hit the like button. Yes, please, Andrew. If you're on here watching the live stream, please hit the like button. It doesn't cost you a penny. It just helps boost the video. R says, 30 years ago, companies used to answer the phone and admit they made a mistake. They did, R. They did have good customer service. I don't know what's happened to customer service nowadays. What do? Do they hand it out to India? or Pakistan, and let them deal with it. And it's like, yeah, you guys deal with all this. And then you got some person in India going, but ding ding, no reply. I don't know. I don't know what they do, but it's killing the industry. It's killing the industry. So when I get a good company, and I swear blind by Emirates, they got a fantastic customer service. I would use them any day of the week and twice on Sunday. They're that good. I've never ever had a bad experience with them. And when they make a mistake, they're more than happy to own up to it. You can go to any Emirates desk, and they'll talk to you about your complaint, and they'll work it out with you then and there. Also, when you're flying with Emirates, if you go to their business lounge and say, I need to speak to the Skywards department, some of my air miles are missing, or I took a flight here and they haven't added my air miles on. They'll let you in there even if you're only flying economy, just to go talk to them. And they're like, okay, let's check into it, and they sort it out then and there for you. They don't say, oh, it'll take a week, it'll take 2 weeks, we got to escalate it to this department, we got to do this or that. No, they sort it out right then and there for you. And fantastic. Emirates, if I had 10 hands, I'd give you 10 thumbs up. Scott S. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Scott. Thank you for coming on and joining us today. Alpha Romeo says, Coop, yes, I carry Aqua di Gio cologne on my carry-on and spray my seating area. I had other passengers applaud when I freshened up the area. It's bad. It is bad on there. Oh, my God. Bad experiences. R says the EV car reviewer. Okay. E for electric basically got banned from reviewing most EVs, and he was just telling the truth. That's it. If they want to ban him from, I don't know. What did they ban him from? Let us know what he banned him for. Would they ban him from ever buying an EV, ever renting one, ever driving one? I don't know how they can ban you on that. I'm not disputing you. I'm just curious what they banned him for on there. But yeah, I mean, the airline banned him, and this YouTube vlogger said, no, you can never fly with us again because you told everybody the truth. Well, if they want to put me on their blacklist, no fly zone, go ahead. My name is Darren Paul Cooper. Add me to your no fly zone. That's my full name. There you go. Only my mother calls me by my first name. And add me to your no fly zone. I don't care. Add me, because you're absolutely terrible. I'm never going to fly with you again anyways. R says, Cooper, it's not the people, it's the ethos of the economy itself. Most American companies, it is about the profit, not the people. A lot of companies going that way are. Kind of like, why I chose to retire in Thailand. I've never had a bad customer service experience. Ever once. The Thais are just so polite, I don't think they have rudeness in their systems. I really don't. When you go and buy something, being electronic or something, they're fantastic. They arrange to deliver it to your apartment or your condo or your house. They set it up for you. The delivery is free. They're super, super friendly. They tell you what date they're going to get there, what time they're going to come. And the delivery driver calls you an hour before he's going to be there. So, you can tie everything together. They put it all together. They leave with a smile on the face. And I always give them a tip. These delivery drivers. And this customer service is great. Absolutely great. Not a problem. I bought a Lazy Boy sofa. And when they delivered it, I bought the version that had the neck support for my neck. So it would tilt up. And when they delivered it, it didn't have the neck support, which it wasn't the one we bought. We had the receipt and we showed it to the delivery driver. He got through to his boss. We spoke to his boss in Bangkok at the factory where they make them. He put us on to the manager. Nice guy, spoke fluent English, said, Mr. Cooper, I'm terribly, terribly sorry. And they took the sofa away, gave us a loaner, free of charge, fixed it, brought it back a week later, and then gave us a lot of extras. We had a big goodie bag and said and flowers and fruit basket and all that. They gave us a lot of stuff, umbrellas, hats, bags. They gave us just about every marketing thing they had, and a card in it says, "With our deepest apologies." Fantastic customer service they have here in Thailand, and they treat their customers with respect. That's why they get the continued business. That's why YouTubers are more than happy to put them on their YouTube channel, because they know how to treat people out here. It's sort of like things were for us 30 years ago are that that we miss. It's available still here in Thailand, and I hope it never ever changes. Dave C says many companies in Australia now have offshore call centers. Their language barriers makes it you not even called to make a complaint. And that's another thing. When I speak to these call centers in different countries, I can't understand a word they're saying. They're speaking English, but their dialect that they speak it with, their tone, their language, I can't understand a word they're saying. I'm like, what are you saying? And he's like, I'm speaking English to you. I was like, yeah, but I can't freaking understand you. Put me on somebody that I can understand. I'm sure you got an English person there. Put me on with them, because I can't understand a word you're saying to me. It drives me up a wall. It drives me up a wall. But they're going to keep doing it, because at the end of the day, they're paying pennies over there for somebody to do it, compared to paying somebody a minimum wage in their own country. To me, that's another case of bad customer service. If you can't employ the people in the country where you are to work for you as customer service agents, then you don't deserve my business at the end of the day. I want a company that, if I have to call up Joe Blogg's furniture store and I get put through to somebody in India, well, I'm no longer going to buy from Joe Blogg's furniture store, because at the end of the day, you just show me you don't care about your customers. Hard Tulip says, Cooper, Boeing safety record has been in the news. I heard about that. Yes. There was a report about this ex-engineer for them. He whistleblowed and was mysteriously found with a gunshot wound. Sounds fishy to me. I think they actually had several employees that all of a sudden ended up dead that were whistleblowers. I have no idea, but I'm sure the FBI is looking into that one big time. So, yeah, there could be something fishy going on there. I'm not saying there is. Disclaimer there, but it does seem fishy to me. R says they banned him from early review status and getting to go to press events. They would normally puff and fluff them. So we can't go to any of the press events where they're launching their new vehicles. Yeah, well, to me, they're shooting themselves in the foot. You should be able to take a bad review. I get it every day as a YouTuber. I get people come in, bad comments. Had one that on yesterday's video. Did you guys watch the video I made yesterday, Sky's Residence? There was an ATM right outside by the underground parking lot, and it's Krungsi ATM, big yellow one. And I said in the video, I said they're the best out here, because you get you can take out more from them for the same charge than other ATM companies out here, because they all charge you 220 baht. It doesn't matter which one you use, they all charge the same. It's standard throughout Thailand. And I said in the video, I said, look, a lot of ATM machines out here will only let you take 10, 15, 20,000 out at a time. This one will let you take 30,000 baht out at a time, which is $900 for the same 220 baht charge. And I said, it's absolutely fantastic. Well, I got the bashers come in and said, Cooper, praising an ATM that charges $6 on your channel. What kind of YouTuber are you? Well, I'm somebody that tells it like it is. And if I can help you guys save a few pennies, then I'm going to give you the best advice that I can. He didn't like that reply. So, you got to take the good with the bad. Of course, you're putting your face out there. These companies are putting their neck out there. And if they get a bad review and then all of a sudden they want to block them, it only makes them look more suspicious, and more people can be paying attention to it and say, hey, wait a minute, why didn't they address this guy's concerns? Instead of addressing them, they banned him. Well, maybe that's not a company I want to be dealing with. So to me, are they only shooting themselves in the foot? What do you think? Club Music's 420 says, hi, Cooper, Ralph here. What would you say is a good amount of money to carry on your person? Also, what denomination? Your shows are awesome. Thanks for being the boots on the ground, brother. And you're very welcome, Ralph. If you're coming over here on vacation, Ralph, yeah, you're going to want to carry cash on you. And unless you're planning on buying some expensive things, or going out to a nice meal, or spending, a lot of time at the girly bars, you really don't need to carry a lot of money. You really don't. You can get away here carrying like 2,000-3,000 baht. You shouldn't need to carry any more than that. That's $60 to $90. And you can have a nice meal with that. You can, have a few drinks, go and see a couple of shows. They got a good reggae bar that I like in Soy Bacau. Absolutely fantastic. They have a live band there most nights, and they're really, really good. And I'll go in there sometimes. I spend maybe $30-$40 for, me and Darlene for drinks, and watching the live band. So you're really not spending that much. Once you retire over here, though, what we do is we open a bank with a bank called Bangkok Bank. That's the one they give you when you get your retirement visa. And then you have an app. It's like Samsung Pay or iPay. And you just scan and pay. And it's so simple and easy to use. That we really don't carry a lot of cash on us. I think if I open my wallet right now, I've got about 60 baht in there. Why? Because everything's so easy and you do it with Scan Pay. And a lot of places over here, several places actually, I wouldn't say a lot, but several are even going cashless. So they want you to either do the Scan Pay or use your ATM card or your credit card. There's an ice cream place in Terminal 21 Mall. They won't take cash anymore. There's Starbucks that we've been to at Bangkok Hospital. They won't take cash anymore. Everything is either card or Scan Pay. So, if you're coming here for vacation, unless you're going out, planning on spending big, don't keep a lot of cash on you. Is my advice there, brother. Dave C says there's a great tuber called Mentor Pilot. He explains everything going on Boeing and other issues. He's also a pilot trainer. Okay, I might have to look out for him. And now we're going to go over to open forum because we've only been on for 1 hour, 15 minutes. So if you guys got any questions that you want to ask about Thailand, now's the time to ask them, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Because we're at the last comment with Dave C. Unless you want us to sign off early, no problem there. I'll go back to watching Pulp Fiction. I was watching Pulp Fiction earlier. I love that movie. Watching it for the 4th time on Netflix. So get your questions up, and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. And thank you for all the emails. I've just seen, I got about 10 emails during the live stream as people emailing me, I'm sure, with medications that they would like me to check on for them. No problem. And I'm going to make it into a video and show you guys so you can see for yourself how cheap medication is out here. I did a video back a while ago with Troy, one of our subscribers. We did it up here on the roof of my building. And he has VA. He's ex-military, and he can get reimbursed from the VA for his medication over here. He told me, he says, Coop, I don't bother doing it and claiming from the VA for my medication. I said, why not? He said, because it costs more to send the receipt to him than it does to actually buy the medication. He said, so it's a no-brainer. It's so cheap over here, there's no need for me to do it. So he knows, and he uses Bangkok Hospital for his VA there. If you haven't seen that one, go back and watch it. He very, very knowledgeable in regards to VA. So for my fellow veterans, he has VA. I don't. I wasn't actually injured in the military. I was injured as a defense contractor. So I didn't avail that because it wasn't available to me. Hard Tulip says, I flew with Aeroflot from Amsterdam to Moscow in March 2017. I was told to be quiet by this woman, stewardess. She was serving someone, had my hand up, but in Moscow airport, ignored by Aeroflot lady. Okay, wow. Maybe that's this communist thing they don't like. Maybe they think you're Hitler, you know. The old, I don't know what they were thinking there. Hard Tulip. Sun Hyun says, does this live stream cancel your next live stream, or is this a bonus? It's a bonus, Sun. It's a bonus just for today, because a lot of people wanted to talk about airplanes, experience they had, and I promote honesty on this channel. So I thought, why not? I got nothing to hide. I got nothing to run away for. I'm more than happy to tell my truth, and I'm going to invite you guys to share yours. So I thought I'd make a special live stream for that and give Darling some extra time to edit tomorrow's video, because it's a long video. It's 1 hour long. And I asked earlier in the live stream, I said, hey, if anybody out there would like us to cut it into 2 parts, or you know, because to make it 30 minutes each, because it was a long video of 1 hour, let us know. And the only thing I had 2 comments, and both of them said, no, keep it 1 hour. So there we go. We'll leave it all up to you guys, and we'll decide whether to make it 1 part or 2 parts at the end of this live stream. Hard Tulip says, Cooper, how easy is it for tourists to open a Thai bank account in Thailand? Easy, if you're here for 1 month, okay? It does take some time to open it as a tourist fee while you're here as a tourist. I know 2 people that do it. Sing does it, and also TikTok Services do it. And I believe TikTok Services said they need 3 weeks to do it. Sing said he can do it in just under 2. So if you're there for that length of time, then you should be able to get a bank account open while you're here as a tourist. Hard Tulip. Chris says, any advice on the pro and cons of long-term resident visas for those of us that need a work visa? Pros and cons. I really should have BB on here, as he's the only one that I know that has the LTR visa. And I know he said to me the pro is you don't have to do the 90-day report. I think you only have to do the report every couple years. So he said that was easy. You get certain little VIP treatments, but then you have to show that you make so much money and you have so much money in the bank. I don't know the whole ins and outs of it. I have asked BB a couple times. Really nice guy. I absolutely love him. I can remember the very first time I met him. I was coming out of my condo by the pool, and he was upstairs in the gym, and the windows were open. He shouts out, "Hello, tubers!" And that was the first time I met BB. It creased me up. And yeah, I don't really know enough about it. I do know that you don't have to do the 90-day report, he said. I think you just have to go through 1 interview in Bangkok. Trying to think of everything he said to me about it there, Chris. You just have to supply your paperwork, your relevant paperwork that they ask you, and then once it gets approved, that's it. And I think you're good for a certain length of time, and it's several years. So he said it was fantastic for him, lowers the cost of retiring in Thailand. But if you're one of those that fit into that category, definitely look into it. You can go onto the Thai government's website, type in LTR visas, and see what you think for yourself. Another good source of information, Chris, is go to Reddit and type in Reddit, LTR visa Thailand. And because Reddit is a forum, and it's a great place to get information, because people will give their pros and cons on their experience and whether they thought it was worth it. So if you're not sure about it, I'd go on to Reddit and put it in a search in Reddit because they talk about just about everything on there, and it's a great source of information. Joe says, hey, Cooper, are you able to use your ATM card from abroad there quite in most shops? You can use your ATM here in quite a lot of the shops. The only one that I found that you can't use it in is 7-Eleven. But they do take credit cards in 7-Eleven, and they take Wise cards because Brooks told me he's used his Wise card there. I tried with my ATM card and they said no, but they will take Wise and they will take credit cards. So that was the only one probably I wasn't able to find that I could use my ATM card. You can use it in the malls, the movie theaters, all that sort of stuff. But some of the quite a lot of the places out here, they use cash or scan pay. If you go to the night market, they're not going to be able to take an ATM card. If you want to buy some food on the night market, the street vendors, they can't do it, obviously. So you do want to carry a little bit of cash on you, but you don't need too much. You should be all right there, Joe. R says, Pulp was one of my favorite movies. I hope the new Kill Bill will be good. Oh, they're making a new Kill Bill. Oh, I'd love to see that. I watched all 3 volumes of Kill Bill. Absolutely loved it. Market Focus. Can you get blood pressure meds in the pharmacy? Yes, you can. And here's the great thing, Market. For 99% of the medication that people, our subscribers, tend to need out here, you don't need to go to a doctor to get a prescription. So it saves you a lot of time. You're able to get it straight over the counter, no prescription needed. So it's brilliant. Nobody likes going to wait at a doctor's and, get your prescription refilled, and all that. It's a pain in the neck. It costs you a lot of time. Here in Thailand, almost any medication you want, you can get over the counter at the pharmacies. So, and I'm going to show you that too. I'm going to put that in the video. So look for that. We're going to be making that in the next couple of days. So it should be available to watch, not this week, but next week on YouTube. R says, I have no idea how America ended up subsidizing the world when it comes to medication. The price difference between us and the rest of the world is huge. It's the pharmaceutical companies are in the US. They're robbing everybody. Over here in Thailand, we're buying the same medication that you guys get. Yeah, but we're paying 20% of the price you guys are. It's a ripoff. The pharmaceutical companies are ripping off everybody, in America. And, $200 for a freaking tablet, and you can buy the same tablet here for $2. It makes you think, it certainly makes me think of another reason why I don't want to go back to America. Medication is just too damn expensive. Market Focus says, I've been looking for Beats pills for circulation in Thailand, but no luck. Do you know of any places I can purchase this supplement? Beats. I don't know, but I'll be more than happy to look into it for you, Market Focus. Do you? I don't know off the top of my head, but I do know that there's quite a few health shops that I haven't been in, so I will be looking in there. As Darlene likes her one-a-days, and we need to get her some refills. Son says, show the whole video. I enjoy it watching it all at once. Okay, will do. I'll make it an hour. But if I only get 200 views on the video, son, I'm going to blame you. Is that fair? Willie Gilligan says, what about the elite visa? I heard about 20 years was what they were talking about if you bought a condo that was managed by Hilton. I wondered if it was true. And yes, it was. Several condominium complexes out here, especially the new ones, they still have a bunch of the old elite visas. Now, they changed the name of the elite visa in the last couple of months, but some of these condos, and I've had them on my channel, still have a bunch of the older elite elite visas under their company. And they can still give them out. The new visas, not called the elite visa. I'm trying to think what it's called. I can't remember. They changed the name of it, but it's basically the same thing. It's just the price went up. So some condos, especially if you go into somewhere like Terminal 21, you'll see there by the lobby when you walk in, a lot of women sitting there on these stools, and they got the big demo unit of the tower that they're promoting, that they were trying to get people interested in buying. They still have the boards there, where, if you buy this condo here, you'll get a 5, 10, 15, 20-year elite visa. Yeah, there are still some out there, but here's the thing: when you buy one, you'll lose when they change the law. So they changed the law, changed the elite visa. I think it was about 4 months ago, folks, if my recollection was correct. I think it was like the first of this year. And so you would only say, if you got a free 5-year one, you would only have 4 years and 5 months left on it, whatever the case may be. But yeah, they still do it out here. All right, in India, you do not need doctor to get your blood work. Do you need one in Thailand to get that done? You don't need a doctor to get your blood work. Well, who's drawing the blood for you there? I have no idea. If you don't need a doctor to get your blood work, what are you doing? Getting your neighbors to take the blood out for you? I don't know. I go to the doctor, they take my blood, and then they do the tests, and they tell me how I am. If my sugar's high, my sugar's low, or I got too many white cells, too many red cells, a little bit of fatty liver. They tell you all that sort of thing from your blood work over here. So that's how I get my medical at the end of the day. You might need to elaborate on that one a little bit. You got me a bit confused, brother. Hard Tulip says, vets and energy companies ripping people off in the UK. Veterinarians. Yeah, I'm sure they are. They're, it's got a sort of speciality. I mean, I remember I had a parrot and I took it to get its nails clipped. Cost me $200 to get nails clipped. A veterinarian. I thought that was colossal. Alfa Romeo says, at Willie Privilege Vista, prices are baked into the condo prices. Yeah, for the visa, Alfa Romeo. They are. So if they say the condo's, I don't know, 5 million, believe me, they've incorporated the 800,000 baht for the 5-year elite visa in there. Or the BETS pills, you might be able to find them online, or nitrous oxide supplements might work for them. Thank you for the feedback. There are Patrick Ortiz. Hello, Cooper. Thanks for your time. What's the cost of a border run approximately? That's a damn good question. Now, Brooke and I went around it completely the wrong way. And we ended up going from taxi from here to the airport, Bangkok's old airport, and we flew out of there, and we flew just north of Mukdahan, and then we had to get an hour taxi south because it was just so far away. And we went over Friendship 3 bridge and went into Laos that way from Mukdahan. Well, you can actually do it a lot quicker. I think it's only 3-4 hours away from the Cambodian border. And several visa agents here do offer services that they will help you with a visa run. They have a shuttle or a bus that they use, and you can pay to go on it, and then you go across the border and they bring you back to Pattaya. So I'm not sure the cost into it, but I'll tell you the visa agent that does it. They're a good agent. I have no problem putting their name out there. They're called Thai Farung Visa. Okay, and they're in Pattaya. Very good company. The owner of it is called Lana. Really nice lady. Got a lot of respect for her, and she speaks good English. And they do the visa. You can do the visa run through them. They're called Thai Farung Visa in Pattaya. Look them up, and you can get their details. They are on Google search. Alfa Romeo says, sorry for the typos on my phone, laughing out loud. No problem. I knew what you were saying, Alpha. And Hard Tulip says, so Cooper, if I'm on Thailand for 3 months, can I open a Thai bank account? Yes, you can do it inside of 1 month. Singh says he can do it inside of 2 weeks. So yes, you can, as a tourist, you can open a Thai bank account. And I know several people that are doing it. Sing does it. And also TikTok services here in Jomtien, they do it too. So two very good people that can help you with your bank accounts. If you're in a rush, you Sing. R says they have professional people who can come to your home or office and draw it. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. You can just skip the doctor part. They can tell you on the surface what is wrong. I can read most of my labs. It works. Great. Absolutely great. You know, if they can do that for you at home. Yeah. Who likes going to hospitals? I don't know. I don't like going to hospitals, folks. When I go into hospitals, I feel a bit queasy. I don't know. Just sort of like, I don't know, maybe I'm a dog. What do dogs do? You ever watch those YouTube videos where the dogs are refusing to go into the vets? You know, as soon as you pull up in the car, the dog's there at the front seat going, you know, and they don't want to go in, and the owner's trying to drag them. The dog don't want to go into the vets. I'm sort of like that in a hospital. I don't like going into hospitals. I know I have to do it every year for my medical and, you know, make sure I'm okay. But when Darlene had to stay the night in the hospital for 2 nights, I was like, babe, I can't sleep here. I won't sleep a wink. I really can't. And Jackie, she was really nice. And she says, Cooper, go home and get some rest. And I was able to go home and get some rest. And she slept on the sofa beside Darlene. So thank you for so much for that, Jackie. Really, really appreciate it. No, I don't know. It's just one of those things. It makes me feel weird when I go into a hospital. Hard Tulip says, Cooper, what do I need to give Sing to open a Thai bank account, and how much does he charge? That's between you and Sing. I don't know what he charges. I didn't get him to open me a Thai bank account. I got mine when I opened my visa. You have to discuss that with him. I don't know what he charges. What did I have to do? Give my passport. That was it. They took a copy of my passport. I paid a fee. I think they credited me from the fee that I paid. I think it was a couple $100 baht. And it was open then and there because I was doing the retirement visa. So I got my account open, my ATM card in my hand inside of 1 hour. I know that you're here on a tourist. It's a little bit longer process, Hard Tulip. And therefore, you know, you're not able to do it as fast as if you're here on a retirement visa, because it's actually required when you get a retirement visa that you have a Thai bank account. You can't get a retirement visa without a Thai bank account. They won't let you. So as a tourist, a little bit more red tape. Not entirely sure what's involved, but I do know several people that done it. Sing's done it for several of our subscribers. TikTok's done it for several of our subscribers, and they all said, fantastic, great. And it was easy way for them to transfer money and get away from those high ATM charges that a lot of people don't like over here, you know, so they could just transfer their currency straight in there online. It's there, you know, in an hour, 2 hours, and they can take it straight out the ATM for free. Why not? Alfa Romeo says, Coop, how's the tourist numbers in your area? Busy, slow, or about the same for this time of the year? About the same for this time of year. High season's over, so I'm not seeing many tourists at all. Our condo complex at the height of high season in April, it was about 80-90% full. Now I would say it's somewhere between 25 to 30% full, Alfa Romeo. So big, huge difference. And it's great when you go on the malls and you're going to the beach. It just feels like you have the whole place to yourself. And we went out to Route 66 for breakfast. Myself, Brooke, and Dougie went out for breakfast with the girls at Route 66. It was only retirees in there. I had a fantastic conversation with a guy out on the balcony area. He was from Norway, really, really nice guy. And, you know, we just started talking, you know, two old guys sitting there, you know, shooting the, you know, the fan. And I'll say that like that. And we had a great conversation, hit it off straight away, because it's all you have out here during the low season is the retirees mostly. And it's a great way to make friends. You're going to make a lot of friends. And high season, you don't know who's retired, who's not. But in the low season, most of the people out here are retirees, and you can tell straight off the bat. And it's a good way to make new friends. I've made so many friends by just being here in low season. And not being afraid to spark up a conversation with people. Dennis L. How well can you speak Thai? Nidnoy. Here we go. There's one that I was saving for you. Nidnoy in Thai means a little bit. I probably know somewhere between 80 and 100 words in Thai because I'd actually lived here for a few years prior to this trip. And the thing is, what I learned was Isan. Now, Isan is Udon Thani and Lao mixed, from Udon Thani, Thailand. So it's Thai and Laos mixed. And they say things there that that no other Thai person can understand. So I learned a lot of Isan. Now I have to go back and learn a lot of Thai. So whenever anybody asks me, I just say Nidnoy, Nidnoy, if you want me to spell it out phonetically for you. And that means a little bit. So I'd learned a lot of bad Thai slang words up there. Dave C. I had a dog for years ago that knew she was going to the vet before we'd even put her in the car at home. Yeah, dogs are like psychics, aren't they? They know things before we even know them. And back to Dennis L. I did give you apology earlier on in the live stream. Go back and watch it. Nobody was censoring you. I don't know why your comments didn't come up the other day on the live stream. But I apologize because I think you said, you thought my wife was censoring you. No, she wasn't. She was on the other laptop editing videos like she is tonight. And it was just me on here. And I don't censor anybody. I let all the comments come through. And if people are just being plain out rude, I just block them. Too easy. Keep the bots away. We don't need that. Willie Gilligan says, with driver's license and bank accounts, greasing the wheels helps. You don't need to grease the wheels here. I got a subscriber of mine. He got his license in 2 months for a motorbike. He had an American license and it expired, so he had to redo the test. He said it was just super, super easy. It's not hard at all. He said, half the time he was just sat there in a classroom and he just had to be there. And they had him drive around this little course and that was it. He passed. So super, super easy. It's not hard. You don't need to grease anybody's hands. There's the agents here are fantastic. They can help you with the bank accounts. They can help you with your driver's licenses, all that. Not a problem. Dave C. Best time to go is now. Just my opinion. Anytime is a good time to come to Thailand. And I'm surprised nobody brought this up in the live stream, Dave. I was expecting the number one thing that everybody would say was their worst experience in flying is when they flew back home from Thailand. Because every time I see somebody when they, they email me when they get back home, they say, Cooper, I wish I was back there. Flying back was the most miserable experience of my life. I just didn't want to leave, and I can't wait to get back out to Thailand. That was the number one thing I was expecting actually everybody to say, that their worst experience is leaving Thailand, because everybody loves it. I don't blame them. Cerebral Aptitude. This is not Cooper. It's his twin brother. Coop doesn't do live stream on Monday. He's much better looking. Thank you, brother. You're always a barrel of laughs. I love you, man. Even my wife's creasing up the other side of this camera here as she's editing. Special live stream today. Go back and watch the beginning and you'll find out why. Hard Tulip says, Cooper, yes, a guy in a market town in England was recently charged 180 pounds for pills for his dogs. The TV news report said the problem is that 20 years ago, vets had to have their names outside, not now. Wow. So you don't have to publish that you're a veterinarian. Made me kind of suspicious there. Huggy Bear, hey. Go Starsky. Huggy Bear. Yes, Starsky and Hutch. Hi, Cooper. How do you give us the real experience in Thailand with the defamation laws on reporting negative experiences? Because you don't put down the people that are there. Okay, you can't do that. If you do, you can be sued, Huggy Bear. So you never put down the people, you know. There was a person that stayed at a hotel in Phuket. All right. This was throughout the news media. And he put a bad review on booking.com, you know, where most of us have heard of them, about the hotel. But here's what he did. He didn't put it about the hotel. He put it about the staff at the hotel, and he had to give a public apology. You can't insult Thai people, which is great because it shows you that Thailand's not racist. They can't insult us. We can't insult them. It makes everybody more friendly. You know, if you have a problem, say, you know, the hotel bed wasn't made up, you know, they didn't refill the coffee cups. When I came back to the room, the coffee cups were dirty. They hadn't changed the towels. You can say that, but you can't put down the staff, you know. Once you do that, you're then in a very bad territory. So when I give my reviews of things, I tell it in a completely different way. You know, that restaurant didn't live up to my expectation. I don't put down the staff. You know, the food was cold. I don't put down the staff. You know, I don't say that the waitress had a bad attitude or something like that. Even that if she did, I won't put that out, because then you're insulting the person, and I don't like to do that. So I try and keep it real and tell you my honest thoughts. If there's a bad places that like condominium complexes out here, there's some I won't touch. I won't put on my YouTube channel, no matter how many times they ask me. And the reason is, I say to them, I says, if I wouldn't live there, why would I put it on my channel for other people to see it? You know, if I wouldn't want to live there. And they get offended and stuff, and, you know, call me names and stuff. Oh, yeah, you know, you're biased and everything else. No, clean up your place. You know, there's trash all over the place. It looks terrible. You know, I'm not putting it on my channel. I'm not destroying my reputation, you know, just so you can get a tenant. I'm sorry, that's not what my channel's about. I show things that I think people will like, that I like. If there's things that's bad, I just don't put it on the channel. Is another way of doing it, Huggy Bear. So I promote everything, the positive stuff. I show you the positive stuff. If I had a bad experience with the airline, I tell you, like today's show. I told how the Thai people were absolutely fantastic and tried to help me. It was Qatar that let me down. I've explained about the Philippines, how that was absolutely terrible. They just don't lack the infrastructure. The electric's always going out. The internet's always dying. You know, it takes 8 hours of your day to go to the bank just to get a freaking statement, you know, or open a bank account. You know, I tell all that, but I just don't put the people down. To me, the Philippine people are very friendly. The Thai people are very friendly. I got nothing bad to say about them. So I don't go after the people. I go after the businesses. If a business gives me a bad time, I'll put it out on the channel. That's simple. I don't go after the people. White Lion says, Visa shop on Soy 6 opened mine in 2 days on visa exemption. Day 1, take in passport and driver's license. Day 2, go to bank and open account, 5,000 baht. I think that's about the average rate. I think that's what we were charged when I opened my Thai bank account. I think it was about that figure. Sun says, Cathay Pacific has always been great for us. Delta, American, and United are very subpar compared to the international carriers. Cathay Pacific is great. My mom swears by them. I've never been on them. I'd love to try it one time, though. So I might go to Japan just to try out Cathay Pacific, even though I'd love to see Japan. I love Japanese food. So that would be one I'd like to try. But Emirates, Darlene just piped up over the microphone. Let's go to Japan. Let's go to Japan. No, we're going on a freaking cruise ship in September. Settle your horses down, woman. Sun says they just do the minimum service versus going above and beyond. You're right there. Mike, hey Coop, in your complex, are there 1-bedroom units available for $500 per month? And how far from Pattaya? Well, they're a lot cheaper than $500 a month in our complex. I could tell you that right now. Ours is a brand new complex. It just opened January last year. A lot of the units, still nobody's ever slept in them because it's brand new. So from here to Pattaya, we actually have a shuttle bus. And it's free of charge, doesn't cost you a penny, Mike. and it'll take you to Jomtien Beach Road where you can get the bot bus into Pattaya. It's like 10 minutes. That's all it is. And the bot bus costs you 10 baht. It's 33 US cents. Can't travel cheaper in Thailand if you tried, unless you wanted to walk. So that's how far it is. As for the prices, depends whether you're coming low or high season. You can get it for $300 or you can get it for $400 in the high season to $450. So yeah. But yeah, they have plenty of one bedrooms here, and they are beautiful. We stayed in a one bedroom when we first came here, stayed there for a full year, and then moved upstairs to a two bedroom. When our YouTube channel got bigger, we had to buy more equipment. I got professional lighting up here. We got 2 laptops, we got sound systems and all that that you have to be a professional YouTube channel. So we needed the space. Huggy Bear says, sorry, it's not a negative question. I didn't take it as a negative one. Huggy, I got thick skin. So just asking how anyone can review in Thailand. And I do it boots on the ground, my personal experience, Huggy. We have our Facebook group. Now that I see you're a subscriber, because if not, you wouldn't have been able to message. And you're now eligible to go join it. It's right down there in the banner below. It says Cooper's Thai Adventure Community. Okay. We have over 1,100 people on our Facebook group, and you have to answer 4 questions. Just give your YouTube name because your Facebook name is going to be different. Huggy Bear on YouTube. I'd like to join your Facebook group. We have over I think 1,200 people right now on our Facebook group, and about 25% of them are actually living here, boots on the ground, and they'll tell you straight, hey, don't go to that place that gave me food poisoning. This place is super friendly. The staff are excellent. The food is great. They'll give you all their honest opinions, and they say things in there. Hang on, my wife's interrupting me.
Speaking of Facebook, when you agreed to the group rules, please respect them.
Yeah, and then my wife's got a valid point there, Huggy Bear, and it asks you why you want to join our channel. Say because I'm a subscriber. My name's Huggy Bear on YouTube, and then we can verify you're a subscriber and you're in the group. There is also 3 boxes you need to tick and agree to the admin rules there. And the one thing we don't like is advertising on there. Anybody that comes on there to advertise, they're automatically kicked off. And the reason we kick them off there is because if somebody says to you, hey, I got a 2-bedroom condominium on our group, and you send them a deposit and they rip you off and they don't have a condominium, it looks bad on us. So we just don't allow it on there at all. No promotions of any companies whatsoever. But if the people that go on there, they want to make friends, that's a great place to go. And if you want advice by place, say, hey, has anybody stayed in this hotel? Can they give me some advice? What do they think of the place or this condominium? They'll chime in and they'll say, yeah, I stayed there. I had a good experience or I had a bad experience. And that's where you're going to get most of your knowledge in Thailand. So come on and join it. You're going to meet a lot of great people there, Huggy Bear. Poe says, is September okay to come to Thailand? Anytime's a good time to come to Thailand, Poe. Yeah, it is low season. So, and it's at the end of rainy season as well. So the weather is beautiful. R says, I think you said you have vertigo. I do. I have that also. How do you deal with bikes and walking so much? I love bikes. I've been riding motorcycles since I was, I think the first time I rode a motorcycle was 6 years old, and it was on a Honda CR80. So that was my very first bike, and it was a dirt bike. Absolutely loved it. I don't have a problem with vertigo on a motorbike. And walking, I love walking. I like doing the beach walk, especially early in the morning. We like to go to Jomtien Beach Road about 5:30 in the morning. The staff are out there and they got rakes and they're raking the beach, picking up all the trash, the tourists left from the day before or came in from the ocean, whatever. The people on boats may have thrown in the water. They're there. They have pride in their country. They really try and keep it as clean as possible. And I love it. I really do. It's the best time. It's nice and cool. There's hardly anyone around. We walk down the boardwalk there and I get my 6,000 steps in on my fitness watch here. And then we go and have a nice breakfast and then come home. And absolutely beautiful, super beautiful weather right then. At that time in the morning, it's like 78 degrees. So it's nice and cool. You don't have the humidity yet. Our favorite time of the day there. And when I have vertigo and I go into these tall buildings, when I'm on the balcony, I pan the camera down, never me. So I'll hold the camera out like this. I'll go, yeah, you see that place down there? I'm not looking down. I'm looking dead ahead. So there you go. He says, the plane back was not bad for me. It was just dealing with American BS bubblegum that was depressing. There you go. You had bubblegum probably stuck under your seat or behind your tray table or something like that. I hate it when people do that. Why can't they just use, because they got the throw up bag in the seat in front of you? You pull the thing there, and they got the bag there. Throw it bag. Take your gum out, put it in there, and then the staff will throw it away because they go down the aisle saying any trash, any trash, any trash before you're due to land. I don't know why people do that. Glenn Hutton says, good afternoon, UK. Good evening, Thai. Coops and Darlene, my first live. Thank you, Glenn. But I see I'm late, so I'm going to back to the beginning. You guys are great. Cheers. And thank you, Glenn, for coming on and joining today's live stream. 72 people online. Thank you. Dave C says, yep, flying home is very hard, but time is running out for me, so I have to bite the bullet and move there. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Love to have you out here, Dave. Get in touch when you get here, brother. Dave Tulip says, Cooper, do you and your wife think the word farang is racist? That's a really good one, because I learned through my first wife, who was Thai. I took her on vacation outside of Thailand, and I can remember we went to, I'm trying to think where we went, somewhere in Europe. And anyways, I can remember saying to her, I said, now I'm home. This is our country. I said, you're the furlong. And she absolutely hated it. Do not call me a furlong. I am not a furlong. I said, yes, you are. You're not in Thailand anymore. You're here in Europe. And she was like, no, I'm not a furlong. And I then realized that furlong is sort of like a derogatory word that the Thais use to call us foreigners. Is it a racist word? I don't know. I think it's more derogatory. But you say it to a Thai outside of Thailand, they get very upset. You be the judge. Let me know what you think. Market focus. I have to admit, Cooper AI clone is doing a great job. Thank you. But has he got the voice for radio? So, there you go. Cerebral aptitude. It trips me out to hear a couple of coworkers say to me, how can you move abroad not knowing anyone there? My answer, because I'm a grown-ass man. And you are. That's my answer too. I got a lot of stick from my sisters. I got 3 older sisters, folks, and they gave me a lot of problems. Oh, you want to only go to Thailand because you don't like American women, or you can't get an American woman. I heard everything from my 3 sisters. They drove me nuts. And, my answer was, I want to go to a country that respects me for who I am. Not going to judge me based on my race. Not going to judge me based on my political affiliation. Not going to judge me based on my skin, where I went to high school, where I grew up, but just a place that's going to judge me on who I am as a person, and Thailand ticked all of those boxes. America lost it for me years ago. Gun violence through the roof, racism through the roof. If you're a Democrat, then the Republicans don't like you. If you're a Republican, the Democrats don't like you. The people are getting divorced in America because one's voting for the other one. Stupid stuff. My God, grow up, America. And if you want to escape that too, like cerebral aptitude, tell everybody this is my life, not yours. You want to stay here, that's your choice. My choice is I want to live in Thailand. And stand your ground. Well done to you, cerebral aptitude. Heart Tulip says, Cooper, do you think the Philippines slow paperwork thing will improve in the future? No, I don't. I'm sorry to say it, because every single government that gets into power in the Philippines, none of them change it. The red tape is phenomenal. I've never seen anything like it. They still do everything on paper. They got computers, but they don't use them. When I went to the bank, folks, there was like 30 big wardrobe-sized cupboards from floor to ceiling, and the ceiling must have been 30 foot, 40 foot tall, all full of paperwork and records. My God, we left that system 30 years ago when we started with Texas Instrument computers. We were doing it with old floppy drives and all that, and the hard disks. You remember that when you used to go on the internet and it used to go do 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 do, and you'd hear, and the screen would come down slowly. We were doing it back then. You know, the Philippines is, in my opinion, in relation to Thailand, 50 years behind. YouTubers out there will tell you, oh, no, it's 5-10 years behind. Bullshit. I've been going to the Philippines for over 10 years and nothing's changed. Nothing in regards to the infrastructure getting any better. I love the people. They're fantastic people. I love them so much. I married one and I love my wife's family, all of them. But until politics turns around and says, okay, you know, we're cutting this out and, you know, everything is going electronic, they're going to continue to do it the same way. And that is my opinion, and I stand by it. Dave C. at Marcus Focus, laughing right there. Market Focus laughing back. Look at that. Got a good group of people on Cooper's Thai Venture community channel. Willie Gilligan says, Coop, I only thought about greasing the wheels because everything here takes less than an hour. Everything here takes less than an hour. New bank account, 45 minutes. License renewal, I'll wait half an hour in line, 7 minutes at the counter. And it just goes quick. It goes quick. They got the infrastructure down packed. Go to a hospital in the West, Willie. You know, if you got to go into the emergency, you're lucky if you get seen within 6 to 8 hours. You go here in the emergency, you're seen in seconds. They get you straight in x-ray, straight in nurses, straight in cleaning your blood up, you know, straight in doctors there. You know, it's like an assembly line. Everything works here, and that's what I love about the place. Chris says, Coop, looking for a place in Jomtien or around that area as a couple. Which condo would you recommend first for reasonable value and decent space? What are you looking for? 1 bedroom, Chris? 2 bedroom? Do you want to be near the beach, or do you want to be near all the things that you would like to have nearby, like a pharmacy, 7-Eleven, Tops Daily, bakery, you know, all that we got in our area here, which is why I chose it. And I don't mind that it's an extra, you know, 500 yards from the beach. I don't mind walking. I enjoy the walk. I do it every day. So to me, I like that I have everything that I need nearby. And if I want to go to the beach, it takes me like 17 minutes. I think I timed it 17 minutes when I made a YouTube video. I was showing everything around. It took me like 26, but that's because I was stopping to show everything. When I'm not filming and I'm just walking, I can do it in 17 minutes. You know, that's nothing. And I like the area I'm in. R, have you ever been to Malaysia or Vietnam? If so, what did you think? Yes, I did. And we did it on a cruise ship, and we even made a video about it for our honeymoon in December. Wasn't very impressed with Vietnam. We went to Saigon, which is Ho Chi Minh City. I found it to be a very dirty place. I took one look at the street food, and me and my wife says, we're not eating here. Way too many motorbikes was another one. I think for the population, that 90% of the population there have got motorbikes. So
motorbike is their ambulance.
And Darlene also says they use the motorbike for an ambulance. So if you have an accident, guess what? You're going on the handlebars and they're taking you to the hospital. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't too impressed with that. But a lot of people tell me, Coop, you got to get up in North Vietnam where it's much nicer. So that was the only place we saw in Vietnam. The cruise ship was supposed to go up further north, but it was bad weather, so that we ended up spending 2 days there and spending 1 day at Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon, same place, and going up to the other place. So we only had one place that, there to visit. Wasn't very impressed. I would have liked to see the better parts up north. Also, you said, have we been to Malaysia? No, we haven't been to Malaysia yet. We've been to Singapore, we've been to Bali, been to Vietnam, Laos, Philippines, but have yet to go to Malaysia. But I want to do the driving trip. You can actually drive from here, Jomtien Pattaya area, around Thailand and down to Malaysia, and it takes about 16 hours. I love driving, so I'd love the trip. Joe says, hey, Cooper, how much is a 2-bedroom unit in a place with a 1-year lease and paying up front? 2 bedrooms here, 25,000. Okay. I've got a 2-bedroom, 25,000. Brooks got a 2-bedroom, 25,000. And that's the going rate on a 1 year's contract. I paid for mine a year in advance. Brooke pays for his monthly, and we're both paying the same price. That's what they'll give you if you do it on a 1-year contract. If you're only going to spend a couple months here, then it's 30,000. So you're able to get a 5,000 baht discount. I love my condo. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I'm in love with it. I love the size. It's perfect for 2 people, and it's brand new. Nobody had ever slept in the bed. Nobody said used the sofa. Nobody used the shower when we moved here. We were the first ones, and you just smell that newness from when you get in. It's like when you buy a new car, Joe. You know, for the first couple of months, you have that new car smell, and like the movie Christine, there's only one thing better than the new car smell, and I'm not going to tell you on YouTube. Hard Tulip says British Airways, not too great either. Old planes, old headphone fittings, so my new Bose headphones would not work. Stewardesses were okay, though. Iran missile threat in 2019 was told pilot to avoid it. Oh, wow. No, good thing I would have been cacking it in a plane. When I've got vertigo, folks. So what I do on the airplane is I always sit in the middle of the plane. I don't want a window seat. I don't want to see out the window. Okay, I feel it go up, but that's it. I can't see how high we up. I never look out the window of a plane. I don't do it. And it's how I deal with flying as somebody that suffers vertigo. So I like the middle seat, and that's it. I'm just looking forward at the TV screen. I put the headphones on, I put some music on, go to sleep, or I'll watch a movie, a boring movie that makes me fall asleep. That way it gets it over with a lot quicker. And he says, in 2019, got you there, Hard Tulip. Dennis L., thanks for clearing that up for me, but it's still happening. I'll mention it to you in person. Not on my end, buddy. I don't block any comments. You know me better than that, Dennis. Yeah. So tell me when you get out here and show me. I'd like to know, because there's a folder we as content creators get on YouTube. If something's blocked by YouTube, normally we have this folder and we can see the comments in there, and it's the ones that YouTube like to call questionable. And then we can choose to agree with YouTube or allow it on our chats. Well, when we went back and looked in that folder, Dennis, the other week when you were saying your comments weren't getting through, there was nothing there that YouTube brought up questionable. So it must have been automatically blocked and something we can't override. So sorry about that, brother. Completely out of our jurisdiction there as what YouTube allows us to do. Chris says, FYI, the stream description is an advert for StreamYard. The screen well, yeah, that's the program we use here. Is StreamYard.
Yes, the platform we're using
for live stream, and it basically allows us to bring the comments up, us to have the banner down the bottom, so those that want to email us, they can. Those that want to join the Facebook group, they can. And
the description is automatic.
And the description is automatic. Yeah, when you use StreamYard, that's what they do. And it's a program that you pay for. That's why we don't have the little banner. Let me see, right up sort of here of a little bird. If you want to get rid of the bird and put up your own logo like Cooper's Thai Adventure, which we did, we had to pay for it. So it's the one we use. Cerebral Aptitude says, I'm sick of people in the U.S. trying to tell me about Thailand who have never been. Yes. Coop, if you ever come back to the U.S., you will not recognize it. It's toxic. I believe you, brother. I have no desire to go back to the U.S., Cerebral. Why do people have to be so judgmental out there? Why can't they just respect the opinions of others? I don't know. This damn wokeness, it drives me crazy. I hate woke. I really do. I like people that are just down to earth, and the people that we have in our group out here, Everybody gets along. There's no arguing. There's no bickering. There's no racism. There's no hate. There's no putting another person down because he gets a nickel more in a pension than you do. There's none of that. Nobody thinks anybody's any better than the others. We're all just retirees. It doesn't matter if you have a car or you go on a bus. Everybody's equal here and everybody's getting along. You go to the pool here, we're all equal. We're all sitting there talking, having a good laugh and a good joke. I'm the only one in the group that's got a car. But, I don't act big-headed because I have a car. I take everybody everywhere with us. Come on, join us. No problem. I'm like that. That's the sort of person I am. And, we just have a great time. We have a good laugh. And that's what retirement's all about. Get the hell out of Dodge. Get the stress out of your system. The moment you get off that plane, you're going to feel a complete difference. You're not going to feel the stress of the West. You're not going to feel the racism because you happen to be black, white, or Asian. You're not going to get people judge you because you're 50 years old and you're married to somebody, you're dating somebody that's 30 years old. There's none of that out here. People, as long as you're not hurting anybody, do what you want to do. As long as you're happy, who cares? And that's why I love Thailand so much. And Cerebral, brother, I do feel for you, and I can't wait till you get out here at the end of the year, man. I really can't. Hard Tulip says, I have vertigo thinking about a tandem parachute jump with full insurance. You wouldn't get me on that for all the tea in China, brother. Dave C. at Cerebral Aptitude. It's not just the U.S., mate. Trust me. It's like it's completely all over the West. Completely all over the West. That's why so many expats want to move to Asia. They want to get away from that. People are just so much respectful. It's like 40, 50 years ago in the States when we used to respect police officers. You used to call them sir, ma'am, you used to respect your teacher. You'd never talk back to your teacher. You respected your elders. They're all like that here. In the West, it's just sort of gone crazy. And in the West, if you give a kid a slap, one of your kids a slap, social services take the kids away from you and you get reported as a child abuser. I mean, what the world coming to? My dad gave me a slap and I'm grateful he did. It kept me on the straight and narrow. Really did. Hard Tulip and Pattaya thinking about parachute jump because it's cheaper than doing it in England by about 3,000. Okay, I wouldn't do it. I certainly wouldn't pay to do it anyways. Cerebral Aptitude at Dave C. The cerebral people leave before westernized countries realize the downfall 5 years from now. There you go. Get out before then. Dave C. at Hard Tulip. You're much braver man than me, mate. I wouldn't do it. Hard Tulip. But Dave C. I'm 51. Father was in the paratroopers. He did 21 jumps. So I feel like I need to do it because he died in 2006. God bless his soul, brother. Ticken says, Farang is a word used for white people, not all foreigners. Wait a minute. I got to stop you there, Tekken. I have seen the Thai women talk about it with all people, be it white or black or Asian. If they're not Thai, they're called Farang. I've seen it with my own eyes. I lived here for 6 years. Maybe that's what you've seen, but when I've been to different areas, I've seen they do it all over the place. It's anybody that's non-Thai is called a Farang. Other Asians are not considered Farang. Yes, they are. Even my wife has been called a Farang. So, and she's from the Philippines. Just white people. It originates from the word for French, which is almost the same as Farang. Yep. Everybody's got their own opinion there, brother. Dave C. at Hard Tulip. Good on you, buddy. Respect to you. And get to the jumping. W Secrets to Success Vlog says, hello, DC. There is a guy doing scooter rides in rain. They're showering the flooded roads, etc. He's a damn good rider, doing it in the rain, filming. When are you doing the rain talk ride? Not going to happen. Nope. I like to be dry when I'm filming. Bravo29 says, well said, Coop, on Cerebral Aptitude comment. I stand by it. You make your mind up. Don't let your family make up your mind. It's not their life. You have your life to lead. They have their life to lead. Make the best choice for you. If they love you, they'll support you. And if they don't support you, then the only thing you can do is to go your own way. And then one day, out the blue, they may turn around and say, you know what, I'm going to come over We got a vacation. We'll come over and visit you. And that'll change their mind straight away. As Brooke says, just one day here in Thailand, they'll realize it's not what they think it is. They watch too much news out there. Dennis L says, in your opinion, what do you think is better, a pickup truck or a small passenger car, and why? Insurance and parking, for example. In my opinion, pickup truck. Why is it better? Because I climb into it, not climb down into it. The older we get, the harder it is to get out of these low cars. Getting in is the easy part. Getting out's the damn hard part. We're not as young as we once were. Our bones are a little bit more brutal. Our muscles don't work so well. Getting into a pickup truck is like I'm walking into it because it's the same height as my legs. So fantastic there. The other reason I like it is because I can carry a lot of stuff in the pickup truck that I can't carry in a car. We want to go to the beach. We want to go camping. We want to do 101 things. I can load it up, and height is the limit. You got pickup trucks out here, Dennis will blow you away, in the bed of the truck. They got loads going 30 feet up in the air, with straps on it. In the West, we get in trouble for that. Over here in Thailand, that's completely normal. As for parking, the parking spaces here are wide enough, long enough. There's not really an issue for parking a pickup truck. And the greatest thing about buying a pickup truck here in Thailand is the government subsidy. Okay, you get a hell of a discount when you buy a pickup truck here in Thailand. You don't get that when you buy a car. So if you want to save money and get a brand new vehicle, buy a pickup truck. If you don't want to save money and you'll pay paying the normal price for cars like you do in the West, they're no cheaper here, except for the pickups, then you can do that. But in my experience, can't go wrong with a pickup. You get the 6-year warranty. I got 11 free services, free 1-year insurance, first class insurance. They really, really look after you. And that's why I bought a pickup truck here instead of a car. Hard Tulip, Coop, my Isan girlfriend says she wants to pay 450 baht for life insurance for her 8-year-old daughter at school. What's that all about? I have no idea. That's got me there, Hard Tulip. 450 baht for life insurance? Never heard that for children over here. It's a new one on me. And he says, Cooper, yeah, I saw that you misspelled that. No problem, buddy. Cerebral aptitude, 60 next year. When the hell does my family expect me to start living? I am surviving in Utah at $6,000 a month when I can live in Thailand for $3,000 a month in Thailand. And you're absolutely right. That's the difference, cerebral aptitude. In the States, you're surviving. Over here, you're living. Your money goes 5 times further than it does in the States. Everything is just so much cheaper. Rent, electricity, water, internet, food, public transportation. Everything's cheaper. Dental, medical. Your money goes a lot further. And the women here treat you completely different than the women in the West. I don't want to bash the women in the West because there are a lot of good women. I know. My mother's a fantastic woman. I love her to death. There's just, it's a world of difference, folks. It really is. Cerebral aptitude, with your $6,000 a month, you couldn't afford to rent a place in Miami. The property taxes are that much, let alone the rent. If you bought a place, you're looking at sort of that amount for your property taxes. The home insurance through the freaking roof in the States now. Prices are going up, taxes are going up, costs are going up. You've worked, you're 59 years old. You've worked your whole life. You paid, your bills. You now have your pension. It's time to choose the right retirement for you. Only you can choose that. Your family can't choose it. They can say, of course they're going to miss you. But then if they really want to, they can come over for a vacation. Spend a week with you. Spend 2 weeks with you on vacation. It'll completely wake them up. And they'll be, I had family and friends of mine that said, oh, no, Thailand's not for me. Darlene said Thailand's not for me. She don't want to go to Thailand. She spent 1 week here and said, can we retire here? I don't want to go to the Philippines. You know, and if my wife can change like that with her stubborn head, you know, when she gets something in her head, I love her to bits, but you know, when she gets something in her head, she sort of sticks to it. But when we came to Thailand, she loved every bit and said, I want to live here. So make up your mind, Cerebral. You already have. If your family loves you, respects you, they will support you. And you can talk to them every day on video call. They can see what it's like. You can walk around and show them. Look, there's no needles on the ground. You know, there's no drug pushers out here on the streets. Nobody's walking around with a knife or a handgun. I feel safe. It's a great country. The people are polite. Everybody respects me no matter where I'm from. I'm not treated any different. And for the first time in the world, I don't feel that there's any racism. It's great. You need to try it. And my hat's off to you, brother. Dave C says, Australia has become so PC. It's not the nation I knew as a younger man anymore. Very sad. That's happening everywhere, Dave. Everywhere. The whole world's getting PC. Club Music 420. Hey, Cooper, do you know if I can use my iPhone in Thailand? Yes, you can. How do I switch to a 220 volt? I'm planning on touring my new chapter of life for the first week of October. Okay. iPhones, Samsungs, the same. They run on dual voltage. 110, 220, doesn't matter. They have a built-in transistor in there. They can handle both voltage. So you're not going to have that problem at all. So it will work here in Thailand. If your iPhone has 2 SIMs, great. You can keep your US one and put a Thai SIM in. If it only has 1 SIM, you can get the iSIM here for like AIS. It's the best network here in Thailand. And the moment you come off, you can even do it now before you leave. So when you come off the plane, you straight away have a phone signal and internet on your cell phone. So great in that respect. And be great to see you the first week of October, brother. We having our meet and greet the 3rd week of October. We do it on the 3rd Friday of every month. So come and join us and meet us in person. Club Music 420. I have no idea what your real name is, by the way. Charlie Nelson says Philippines is hopeless. I love the people, Charlie. I can't put the people down. I just see economics of it all, how the government works, the paper trails. It drives you freaking nuts. It does. Hard Tulip says, Cooper, what do you think of the English YouTuber Ed Sweeney situation? I think that's the gentleman that had the medical problem and he went back to England. And I did see a piece of him with another person there. He wasn't able to talk very much, but his situation isn't getting any better. And my heart does go out to him. I never actually watched his channel because I don't have a lot of time to watch YouTube. But, you know, from what a lot of people tell me is he was a pretty good person. Hard Tulip says, Cooper, do you watch Western YouTubers in the Philippines? If so, what do you think of them? I don't like them. There's only one YouTuber that I like in all of the Philippines. And that's because he tells it straight like I am. And that's Boots on the Ground, Calvin. All right. So his YouTube channel is called Sunshine Shoulders. I'll give him a plug out. He's a fantastic guy, good friend of mine. And he helped me with my YouTube channel. But we were good friends before he ever helped me. We were good friends for many years. And I liked him because he told it straight. He told it like it was. He never sugarcoated any of it. He's been reported to immigration a lot of times by people that get angry with him. But he stands his ground. And I like that he does it. And he never bashes the people. He just bashes the infrastructure. So, great guy. If you want an honest opinion about the Philippines, he's a good one to watch. R says cerebral aptitude. You can fully comfortably at 15. You can live fully comfortably at 1,500 and live like a king for 2,000. Absolutely true. Me and Darlene are living on $2,000 a month. Dennis L says, no worries. We still love the channel. I had screenshots, but it's not that serious. It's about my wife and I'm missing you and your wife doing condos. Okay, no problem. No problem. Hard Tulip saw a YouTube video of a flight. A guy flew from Boston to London in about 5 hours and 40 minutes. Boston to London. Wow, that's super quick. That's almost Concorde quick, isn't it? Excuse me. And R says the internet gives everybody the ability to have an opinion and hide from their actions. True that. True statement now. Mike, Cerebral is correct on the US. Very toxic and expensive. Hello, Thailand. There you go, Mike. You coming out here, buddy? Cerebral aptitude. When I came in November and women didn't believe my age, I didn't believe your age. What are you talking about, women? I didn't believe you either. I called you a liar to your face. I knew it was the country for me. Men are invisible in the West unless you make $1 million. Yeah, women are a lot more friendly here. I've seen people that are afraid to approach women. If a woman has an accident, people are too afraid to go and approach her because of this wokeism. And helping her up, you may get accused of being a pervert or assault. I've seen it, in the West. It's terrible. It really is. And when I met you, I didn't believe your age. Remember I said to you, I said, I don't believe you.
That's not him.
Huh?
That's not him. You haven't here yet.
Cerebral aptitude. Yeah, we was here in November.
No, what you're talking is Martian Thomas.
Oh, Martian Thomas. Yeah, he's another one. He looks 20 years old, and yet he's 55. So Martian Thomas, when you meet him, Cerebral aptitude, you'll see that he doesn't look his age, and the girls love him. So Rodney says, "Hey Coop, can I rent a bike with my American license with the endorsement?" Yes, you can, but you can only rent it for 30 days. After 30 days, you have to have either an international license or a Thai driver's license. Up to 30 days, you can. Heart Tulip says, Cooper, are most of the videos on your channel about property? I'd say 40%-ish. Who is the boss of your channel? You, your wife, or both of you? Both of us. I don't do anything on the channel without Darling agreeing, and she doesn't do anything without me agreeing. We're a team. Everything is shared perfectly between us, and there is no boss. We run it equal, and always have. And I said, if it ever changes, then I would stop YouTube tomorrow. And we film a lot of properties. In the low season and the high season, we like to show you the events that are going on, things to do in the area, different islands to explore. But a lot of people like to come out here in the low season, Hard Tulip, because they get the discount, they save money. And some of us can't afford, these high-end condominiums, so I show them from all prices. Some of those out there would rather stay in a house because they're coming out with 3 kids. So I show them on the channel. Because a condo that have to have a 4-bedroom condo, and I've only seen one on that I filmed on the video, and it's too expensive, or they'd have to have several rooms in a hotel, so they're like houses. I show that on there. Some people want to buy, some want to rent, some want high rises, low rise. There's so much out here. I enjoy showing it to everybody. And the one thing I enjoy most is when I get emails and say, Cooper, I love that place. I want to move there, reserve it for me. This is exactly what I've been looking for. And that's where we're trying to help people. The housing is the most important thing. Once you get the housing, everything else is rosy. So that's the most important aspect. I still do my walk and talks. I enjoy them, and we still do our live stream. So we're trying to help people all the way around here, Hard Tulip. And properties will always be a big portion of it because everybody needs somewhere to call home. Everybody needs a roof over their head. R says, I fell in love with Thailand by mistake. By mistake, okay. What happened? You put your foot in Thailand by accident, and then all of a sudden it dragged you in. I'm only joking, brother. It is the only place I felt human and not black. It was a very beautiful feeling. I think it's the ethos of the main religion, I think. And it is. In Buddhism religion, they are respectable of all nations and all countries and all colors. They teach that in the Buddhist teaching. I actually did a little bit of studying of Buddhism, and I had the English version of the preaching that the monks give on their sermons when they do the sermons at the temples. I was able to get a hold of an English version, and it blew me away. We're all God's creatures, and we're all created equal. And that's what they teach, and that's what the Thai people respect. So, amen to you, brother. what I have to say. Wendy says, wow, still on. I got sidetracked and missed today's again. Yeah, 2 hours, 26 minutes. Wow, super long live stream here. Cerebral Aptitude says a 59-year-old here is not a viable man to women. Yeah, 59-year-old man here is a perfect viable option for women here. They like the older men. They're more mature. They like that you're here and you're able to be with them rather than a long distance relationship, what often break down. So the Thai ladies here do like the older men because they're here to stay. And they don't have to worry about getting visas to go to other countries. You know, you guys are here, you're happy, you're spending time together. They don't have to worry about long distance relationships. You're more respectful as an older man than a younger man. In our 20s, 30s, we're stupid, us men. In our 20s and 30s, I know I was one. You know, the older we get, the more mature we get. Dennis L., it didn't matter what they called you. It's what you answered to. There you go. I don't care what you call me. Just call me. Heart Tulip says, Cooper, have you and Darlene tried the Thai street insect food? No, I haven't. Darlene saw it. She's shaking her head going, you know, of the cockroaches and the stuff that you could buy from that guy that just plays the loud music and goes around on his trike. Yeah, nope, couldn't do that. Derek C, UNB. Okay, I'm not sure what that means, Derek. Heart Tulip, Cooper, did you try camping in Europe and the UK? I did. Actually camped at a place in Wales called Plazy Brennan, and I absolutely loved it. I stayed in a farmer's field, pitched a tent. He was very, very nice. And I then climbed Mount Snowdon the next day. It was right next to Mount Snowdon, a place called Plazy Brennan. Absolutely loved it. So I have done quite a bit of camping in the US, England, and a few sites in Europe. Malcolm Hawkins says, Coops, Katea says Farang is a word for a non-Thai person. See, there you go. His partner is Thai, and she's saying it's anybody that's non-Thai. Derek C., you and Brooke are so right. I was hooked on Thailand within days of my first trip. Literally started planning my trip back almost as soon as I got home. I am now retiring there. Great, Derek. Big, fantastic to have you back out here with us as soon as possible, brother. Heart Tulip, Cooper, are you learning Thai? I can speak about 20 words. I think I will look at some learning Thai YouTube videos, then maybe take classes in Thailand. I don't need to. I pick it up as I go along. I know quite a few words, so I can get sort of a general gist. The hard part for me is I'm tone deaf from being in the military, you know, from all the live rounds going off around me. It's damaged my hearing, and I can't hear the tones. So I will never be able to speak Thai because I can't do the tones and I can't hear the tones. And there's so many words that are identical, and it's all about tone and pronunciation. Sort of like we have desert and dessert spelled exactly the same, but pronounced completely different. It's the same sort of here in Thailand, but they got 5 words like that or 6 words. So I just have to make do with what I have. I wish I didn't have this because then I would go to school and I would learn how to speak Thai properly. Son says, at Cooper, but, ding, ding, I no reply. Spot on with the accent. I love Indian people. They're friendly people. It's just in that airport, it smelled like nobody had a shower. It really did. It smelled bad. Wendy, number one expense if we stay there retired is healthcare. It would bankrupt us. If you stay here, yeah, in the West, it is expensive healthcare in the West, Wendy. Over here, much more affordable, $2,000 a year for healthcare here, and with 0 copay. Fantastic. Can't beat it. And I have type 2 diabetes. Heart Tulip, UK getting expensive also. NHS half price now. Greece cheap. Albania 50% cheaper than Greece. There you go. There you go. There are a lot of people leaving the West. Everything's just too expensive, Heart Tulip. Expired passport, bro. Hey, Coop, I'm paying $22 per night here in Phuket. No electric bill, no water bill. Try doing that in the West. You couldn't. You couldn't. Everything's overpriced in the West. everything. I was speaking to my brother. He's in Arizona, and he was telling me just for a room, and it's not even a one bedroom. It's just a room. That it was $1,200 for rent a room in somebody's house, and you're sharing the house with a bunch of other people. $1,200. You know, shoot, you can live in, literally in a two bedroom, the nicest two bedroom in Copacabana, which is a 5-star condominium here, for that kind of price. So huge difference between east and west there, buddy. Dave C says, I'm going to Thailand, going for the bar girls. Going for the bar girls, are you? Is the usual response. Yeah, I get what you're saying. People are so judgmental about things they know nothing about. There you go. They're just saying to you, oh, you're coming over here because you have to pay for it. I've heard that one. I heard that one from my sisters. And I'm like, you know what? I'm coming over here for me. If I meet a good woman, fair be it. I'll meet a good woman. If I don't, then I don't. I'm happy either way. What matters is my health, that I have good medical facilities, good dental facilities, good infrastructure, people that respect you no matter who you are, and affordable prices. Let's tick all the boxes, folks. All the boxes. There's only one box that I don't like about Thailand: the humidity. But you get accustomed to it. You do get accustomed. When I first came here, it was terrible. I came in March, so it was the hottest time of the year, March and April. After about 3-4 weeks, no problem. No problem. You just drink plenty of water and you will climatize to it like anything. Logan C says, is the 20-year Thai visa worth the money? To me, no, it's not. If the only way it would be worth it to me is if I was under 50. Say I was retired military, I'm 38 years old. I want to live in Thailand. I got a military pension, but you got to be 50 for the retirement visa. Then something like that I can understand getting. Other than that, retirement visa is the way to go. Because here's the thing, Logan. When you pay for one of these 20-year visas, you don't get your money back. Okay. You lose it. And it's a substantial amount of money. It's not cheap. You're talking over $20,000. So it's not cheap for one of them. Me, for my retirement visa, the first one cost me $1,400. The second one to renew cost me $450. So $450 over 10 years, $4,500. Over 20 years, $9,000. Well, you're paying $20,000 for a 20-year retirement visa there. You're saving half the money by going for the retirement visa. So to me, it makes no sense, but I don't want to put it down too much. I know the people like the VIP treatment that they get, and discounts they get here and there. So there is pluses to it. But for me, for money savings, I go the retirement visa route. Coop, should I buy a SIM card at the airport in Bangkok? If I'm an iPhone novice, should I avoid getting one at 7-Eleven and go to AIS or True? Will I pay more for AIS and True at the airport?
We bought ours at the airport.
Me and Darlene bought ours at the airport because I wanted internet straight away here. I wanted to call the kids, let them know we're okay, we made it okay, and all that. Yes, you can buy it at the 7-Eleven. You can buy a SIM there at the 7-Eleven. Yeah, you can go to True or you can go to AIS. It's all up to you. I just wanted it straight out the airport because I knew I was going to be handing my passport over. And the one thing they want for you to get these SIMs is they have to have your passport, folks. Okay, you can't get a SIM without it because you have to register it to your name and all that, and they need a copy of your passport. So I got mine at the airport because I knew 2 days later I was going to be giving it to the immigration agent to do our retirement visa. So I wanted to make sure that I had mine and I wasn't struggling to get a SIM because I didn't have a passport. So I wasn't sure what the internet would be like at the condo we first stayed at, and it was absolutely abysmal. Didn't work. Excuse me, my voice is going. Just thank you, honey. My wife's giving me a bit of water. Damn, 2 hours and 36 minutes. You guys are keeping me going tonight. And it's only me here doing all the talking. So yeah, it's up to every individual person. I just wanted to do it at the airport because I just wanted to get it over and done with. They install it. I don't read Thai. They can set it up in English for you. It just makes life hassle free, in my opinion. Dave C. Steady Eddie is not well at all. Hope he's going to get better. I hope he is too, brother. I really do. Dave C. Me too. All in regards to Steady Eddie. Let's keep him in our prayers. Hope he gets better. Cooper, do you give relationship advice like the Canadian Mark Saban, hello there, Phuket-based guy? No, I don't give relationship advice. You guys, your own people, you're adults. You don't need my advice about relationships. Find the right one that clicks with you, that you get along with. If you're looking for a girl with a good sense of humor, you'll find it here. If you like a girl that's very affectionate, likes to give you lots of hugs and kisses, and you're sort of that person, you'll find that here too. You can find all different types of women here, just like you can in the West, except over here, they tend to be more old-fashioned than the West. They're like America was 60, 80 years ago, how our grandmother was with our grandfather. They're different because they're raised different. They don't have wokeism in Thailand. Thailand doesn't put up with wokeism. Thailand's a country in its own right. They got no time for woke people out here, and they have their Buddhist teachings, and that's the way they are. I'm not putting down Western women. I'm just saying Thailand is different women. If you want a woman that's, cooks and cleans for you and takes care of you, and gives you all the affection that you need, Thai women are very good. They'll do that. They are good in that respect. And they're happy to be, stay-at-home wives or girlfriends. They're happy with it. So to each their own. I got nothing bad to say about Western women. The reason I chose an Asian woman is because I'm attracted to the color of their skin. I'm attracted to how they treat their elders and their family and their siblings. That was all a breath of fresh air for me. Me and my brothers and sisters used to fight constantly. I didn't want that in my life. I wanted a peaceful retirement, and this is what I got. And I met Darlene, and it's all uphill from there. Everything's been fantastic. Hasn't been any wild roller coasters. We haven't had any big flash out arguments. No, she's very easy to get along with. We agree to disagree a lot of times, like most normal people in a relationship. But I do like Asian women. I think they're fantastic. I can't fault them. Just stay away from the bar girls. Don't think you can take a bar girl out of a bar and, make her into a normal woman, because you can't. You'll never do that here. It's one of the biggest scams going. Don't fall for it. Club Music 420 says, Ralph here, Cooper. There you go, Ralph. Sorry about that. Yes, can't wait to meet you guys in October. I watched your video on Copacabana, and that's the winner. Gorgeous. It is. It's fantastic. A lot of people like it there. I do too. I was out of my budget. I can't afford it. There we go. Hard Tulip, Cooper, have you been to Isan? Yes, Udon Thani. I've said that many times. If so, where did you go and what did you think of it? I like Isan. It's nice up there. It's landlocked. There's no beaches. They got a couple of big lakes up there. Only thing I didn't like about Isan is snakes. Lots of snakes in Isan. I saw way too many for me. And that's my biggest fear in life. Some people are, afraid of spiders. Some are afraid of sharks, alligators, whatever. Me, it's snakes. And I would come out our front porch, and there was always a snake there. We had cobras, we had the big long pythons, we had some crazy colored ones, that look, and we got the pit vipers up there when I lived up there. Nah, I came down here, and it's like, okay, I haven't seen a snake since I've been here, folks. I've been here 16 months now in Pattaya, Jomtien area. I've not seen a single snake. Not one. Have you, honey? Have you seen a snake since you've been here? Nope. Shaking her head, no. And Hard Tulip says, they like older men in the Philippines also. Yeah, Asians do like older men. Hard Tulip, Cooper, have you been to Chiang Mai? Did you like it? Never been. It's on the bucket list. Alfa Romeo, another great live stream. Coop, have a good day, everyone. Keep your seatbelts on during your flights and see you in the land of smiles. Take care, Romeo. I'm about to sign off here. My tongue is going crazy. I can't talk for 3 hours straight. Cerebral Aptitude, Cooper will be the #1 Thai content creator one day. No, I don't think so. But we could always dream, can't we, brother? He doesn't charge these outrageous consultations that others do that prey on desperate, lonely men. I don't charge at all. I don't charge at all for consultations. Never have, never will. I say to people, if you really want to give me a tip, you can buy me a coffee. There's the buy me a coffee link there, and you can click on that and choose to buy me a coffee. It's only $5 if you want to do it, but you're not required to. You do not have to. So Hard Tulip says, yeah, learning Thai is about 5 tones, same as Mandarin. It is. And if you're tone deaf like me, it's very hard. And NHF half privatized now. Is that the way that NHS is going? Is getting privatized? Market Focus. Wow, you made my night, Cooper. The young 54-year-old. Thank you, Market Focus. Yeah, 54. That's Marsham Thomas. So he's hidden it, Market. Yes, you do not look your age, Marsham Thomas. And I told you at that meet and greet, no way. Everybody said there's no way you're over 50. We just couldn't believe it. We all said you were in your early 20s. Yeah, couldn't believe it. Hard Tulip, Cooper, do you wear contact lenses? I'm going to do a 1-week trial because I have how do you pronounce that word, honey? Astigmatism. There we go. I have to ask a Filipino how to pronounce an English word. That's how good they are. No, I don't wear contact lenses. I do have reading glasses that I wear from time to time. But here, luckily on YouTube, the writing is just the right size that I can read it. When I see the comments on my cell phone, I have to put the glasses on. I can't read it. It's too small. So no, don't have to worry about contact lenses just yet, knock on wood. Expired Passport Bro says, Brooke would say, keep the 20K invested and use the bonus interest to buy your retirement visa. There you go. Or buy Bitcoin, he would say. Bitcoin Brooke. Hard Tulip, Mark Sabin, the YouTuber. He's not keen on Isan woman. He thinks they're con artists and the parents sent them to tourist cities for prostitution. Well, then he shouldn't be in Thailand, in my opinion, because you can't judge one person on, a whole nation of people. That's basically judging a book by its cover. Judging, one racist white people that all white people are racist. You can't do that, folks. And no, I'm sorry. It's not right. If that's what he's doing, then Mark, in my opinion, shouldn't be on YouTube and shouldn't be here in Thailand. And if he's saying that about the Thai people, he can get deported for that. Somebody reports him, he'll get deported for it. Because you just don't do that. There's good Asan woman. I was married to one. Okay, it didn't work out, for various reasons. But she wasn't a bad person. She never tried to scam me. It just didn't work out. Relationships finish, folks. But I didn't find that. I found a lot of good people, and I have a lot of good friends that are in Udon Thani, and I'll have them for life. Fantastic people. So, no, I disagree with that completely. And to judge one person or two people on a whole community is just utterly wrong. Utterly wrong. We're past that in this day and age. Aziz Balak says, hi, Cooper and Darlene. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you for your service. And thank you, Aziz. Really appreciate it. And happy Memorial Day to everybody else that's out there. Bravo29 says, nice, unexpected live stream. And as I enjoy Memorial Day, I appreciate your service and all other active and retired military. And thank you for that. So do I. And I got to give a shout out right now because somebody's just bought me a coffee. Let's see who it was. And does it have a name? Nope. It says someone. Keep doing your thing, brother. That's it. I have no idea who it is, but they just bought us one coffee. Thank you, someone. You can withhold your name if you do the buy me a coffee. If you don't want your name read out and you want to do it in private, you are able to do that. And Mike says, thank you, Cooper, for all you do. Plus. Thank you, Mike. Really appreciate it. Hard Tulip, I'm 51, Cooper. You're a baby. You're a baby. Wait till you get to 54 and you look down and everything's gray. R says, Give Coop a like, folks, and have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Arm. Just about to sign off here. My lips are seizing up on me. Rodney sends a $4.99 super sticker. Thank you, Rodney. God bless you, brother. Every little helps, and we do really appreciate it. Dave C says, I came across snakes on a regular basis in my part of Australia. Just leave them alone, Coop. Stand still if you have to, and they will move on. They're more scared of us than we are of them. Trust me, I know. I'm terrified of them, brother. Really, really am. Joe says Cooper is going to the eye doctor and getting glasses. Expensive there in Thailand. No, it's very, very cheap, Joe. Very, very cheap. Glasses here are cheaper than the West. Eye doctor, all doctors here are cheaper, be it dentists, hospitals, eye doctors. Super, super cheap. Veterinarians here are cheap too, I've been told. I don't have a pet. And Darlene says, oh, she found out who it was, so I'm going to say it on air. Market Focus was the one that just bought us a coffee. There you go. So she's done a little research and found you, Market. Gotcha. Thank you for the coffee. Really appreciate it. Market Focus, there you go. Just bought you a coffee, Coop. Have a blessed night, brother. Okay, so that's why she found out. I thought she did some hidden research and found you there. But yeah, thank you for that. Much appreciated. Last comment goes to Hard Tulip. Yeah, Cooper, 51. Got to lose about 5 to 10 kilos, don't we all? Too much booze and processed foods. And you're going to eat healthy out here. Not a lot of processed foods out here unless you go to the fast food restaurants. So that's it. I'm going to end the show here. I'm going to say a couple of goodbyes, and that's it. Guys, this is harder than you think it is. Sit here and talk to a screen for 3 hours nonstop. You try it. It's not easy. So I'm going to say good night, guys. Thank you all for coming on to today's special live stream. You made my day, and you guys always do. You always asking excellent questions. You got a great sense of humor, most of you, and we have a great time on here. That's what it's all about. You know, if you can't laugh, then what's it worth living? You know what I mean? Mal says, loving it, loving it, loving it, and laughing. Thank you, Mal. Guess what? You're on the live stream Saturday night as our special guest. Black Ops says, night, Cooper and Darlene. Good night, Big Al. Thank you for coming on. Hard Tulip, Cooper, have you been that big ancient ruins place in Cambodia? No, never been to Cambodia. He says, big ancient ruin place in Cambodia, honey. Angkor Wat, Darlene says it's called. Nope, never been there. Hard Tulip, thanks, Cooper and Darlene. Thank you, Cooper. Thank you, everybody that's come on and watched today's live stream. God bless you all. And definitely want to check out tomorrow's video. The consensus is, honey, they want it as a one-parter.
I already uploaded it.
There you go. She's uploaded it to YouTube. It'll be available from 6 o'clock tomorrow night to watch. Is it as a one-parter or two-parter? And it's as a one-parter. There you go. Consensus has it. You guys won. Darlene's made it happen. So until next time, thank you all for joining Cooper's Thai Adventure. We love you. Thank you for all your support and your best wishes. And we can't wait to meet each and every one of you in person. That's what our channel's about. And till next time, stay tuned.